Conceptual. Howdy, folks. Welcome to our original Starfinder game, Mosaic Team 5. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening and many other evenings. And joining me are my friends. Oh, wait, just 1 second for our friends.
All the friends.
All of the friends.
What's in seat, man?
We got Matt, Dan, Cara, and Olive, and we're going to play Starfinder tonight. We are missing Ari, of course, who is out having completed a mission of her very own recently.
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten. And yeah, we're going to play Starfinder tonight. Before we do, a couple quick announcements. First of all, we are off next week and the week after. Completely off. There are no shows. It is the summer break. What?
F in the chat.
F in the chat for the summer break, but we will be back in 2 weeks. We do have a D&D game tomorrow night, so you can join us for that. But we'll be back 2 weeks after that for our regularly scheduled games, and then so much more. We have a Lancer game coming in September. We have a independent game. What is it's Into the Odd? Into the Odd. We have an Into the Odd variant game where Cara modifies every game that we play.
Everyone modifies every game that they play.
But Cara in particular modifies every game that we play enough so that I would argue it's kind of its own system probably at this point. But that is going to be in September as well. Then rolling into October, we have tons of other games. We have another After Dark one-shot that is going to be in the Sleeper Till Sunrise, which is a Fallout original game that is going to be very drinking heavy, actually extremely drinking heavy.
And you won't see it.
You won't see it unless you're a Patreon subscriber.
Get on it.
Our Patreon subscribers are the only ones that get to watch the After Dark games. Those are the ones that are a little bit too risque for YouTube or Twitch. They also typically have a little bit more alcohol consumption, which is the primary motivator. In the Sleeper Till Sunrise, we'll have a lot more alcohol consumption. The only healing comes from alcohol in the Sleeper Till Sunrise.
Oh, what?
And so this all-night shootout occurring in this Wild West sort of bar is going to be quite a fun time. That is in September as well. There is even more one-shots that are coming up. There are anthologies. Next year we are going to have Choya High, which is going to be released for Pride. That is going to be a Monster Hearts anthology that is going to be set in Arizona, which we're very excited about. So all of those things you can see on the State of Alberon 2025 over on YouTube. Your support makes all of this possible, so thank you for that. And then we have Monument Studios music in addition to Sirenscape for sound, so thank you. That is all the announcements that I have for this week, and so it is time for this week's session of Mosaic Team 5. And to Cara for the recap.
Melted anyway.
Mosaic Team 5. And last we played. Early risers indeed get the worm as the two androids got up first and headed out to achieve their mission of
Get worms.
getting worms. Damn it, man.
Worms.
Train has left the station. I'm back. Androids to meet with the Edict of Junk. On their way there, Bubs, again an early riser, opens up the laundromat for the day, and Spice blearily steps into the kitchen, and missing Gibbs, who has been recalled back to Mosaic headquarters for some paperwork. Spice, in honor of Gibbs leaving, decides to cook breakfast with varying results. It is then that she and Bubs discuss their plans for recon later that day, heading to the Lilac 1 apartment complex, an abandoned complex that could potentially house the Edict of Junk. We just have to check on its status. Along for the ride is our riot drone. Delivero.
No, it's a riot.
That Bubs has lovingly crafted into a Black Mirror-esque horror of Echo, and everyone else just, it's a robot with a face. It stares into your soul.
That's what gives androids a bad name.
It's a robot with a face.
Exactly.
Just my science fair project, guys.
I like that Bubbles is convinced he's going back to Aura's Bay Community College at some point.
Oh, for sure. And indeed, Bubbles is making his plan for his return. Attempting to reach out to Kevin, offering to help with college debt, seeing if his credits transfer, attempting to get Shade to hack into school files to improve his grades, you know?
Big man on
All things he's attempted. But the androids make their way towards Edict 1. Not Edict 1, Edict of Junk. Edict 1 is a podcast. The Edict of Junk. It's been a week.
It's so impressive that you haven't broken yet with Van dancing opposite you. It's so much more vigorous than usual. And it's
good that we took it off screen.
Doing a good
Stay
job.
over there.
Oh,
we got to
boy.
finish this recap.
you just
Oh my god.
Close up,
Cara
close up.
finish.
Come
Yeah,
here,
let
come here.
Cara
Keep
finish.
that away.
Get-
All right. Ooh.
Oh my god.
nice catch.
Be glad you didn't see that. That was terrifying. The
Should've
Edict
let
of
it
Junk.
fall. You get a
The androids have something to trade. It's not needed, apparently. Battery power is apparently not in in desperate supply, but weaponry and defensive capabilities are, in addition to potential new living spaces. But as the two androids approach, Shade is greeted not with mild suspicion, but no hostility to speak of, and yet Echo's appearance inspires fear in the community's leaders' estimation. It seems that Solus Delta. It seems that Solus Delta
Solus
has
Delta.
encountered other Echo units in the past. Unable to really assist in any further diplomacy, Echo leaves Shade and goes to check on Spice and Bubs, who are in process of maybe rekindling a relationship, as it seems Echo has arrived after they have entered a chicken place for breakfast that seems to only serve lunch, and it's now closing down for supplies. And Echo realizing, because it's very obvious with Spice dressed the way she is, and the intense amount of aggression and waves of please leave me the fuck alone, psychically being projected at Echo, that their interference is not desired. And indeed, as Bubs and Spice continue on their slow walk to Lilac 1, Bubs' phone intervenes at various intervals with text messages and notifications before finally pinging through to Spice's phone. And we'll get back to that.
Eventually.
Back at the Edict of Junk, Shade offers his services in the form of mechanics and various repairs, as well as alerting the community that indeed his team is looking at Lilac 1 in this very moment to attempt to clear it and give it over as habitable space for the Edict. Solus Delta informs Shade that that might cause some ripples among the community, as not everyone agrees with the idea of relocation and, indeed, peaceful living. It seems that not all is harmonious and unified in this community. At Lilac 1, Echo, of course, has arrived first, always the awkward third wheel, in the Spice and Bubs world. And
Everybody needs a soaker.
oh, god damn. How dare you?
Even in the year 2250.
Mormons survive. Anyway, continuing onwards. As indeed Echo crosses the bridge to just go
John
check out the
Smith
complex
out in
and
space.
is targeted by sentry turrets of military-grade hardware. They are unable to dodge said shots as they move further across the bridge and, indeed, are welcomed inside by the facility itself, witnessing ghostly apparitions of neither digital nor indeed mystical origin. They head back to the team at the beginning of the bridge after having various bits and pieces blown off from turrets. Excuse me one second.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. And Shade catches up with the rest of us, just in time to see a beautiful rendition of I Will Infinity Forever Always Love You
Yeah.
by Bubs, sung a cappella from the past. As indeed the ringing and pinging of his phone was alerting him to the fact that he had pre-programmed a message to send to Spice on their 5-month anniversary. Maybe it pulled some heartstrings. Maybe we'll find out later. That embarrassing scenario for Bubs over and done with. The team progresses forward with, again, some minor casualties into Lilac 1. It seems that the haunting is not limited to the atrium, as further on, an elevator opens up to let us in, which appears to only lead up to the 2nd floor, and we indeed are set on a pre-programmed path to see more apparitions and ghosts and haunting images. All feeling a little orchestrated. And Shade takes a little detour, sensing a computer active in the region, and finds a holographic projector that seems to loop some kind of being that he is unable to communicate with. It could just be a video, but maybe it's someone trapped in a holographic digital universe. Who knows? But as we continue along the decrepit floor, we find a garden. And Echo, ever having enough of things and just wanting to continue at a faster pace than we're already moving, has climbed the vines with Spice not far behind. And as the two ascend and enter what I believe is the 5th floor, but maybe another one. Don't quote me on that. Coming from the bathrooms, some presences in a field of servers.
Indeed. Good recap.
Thank you.
In this moment, too, and I will say you can see a little bit the encounter map on our table, but you can see it in much greater detail at AlberonRPG if, and only if. And I find that every now and then I let up on saying this, but I have to really drill down sometimes if people take pictures.
In our defense, there was no combat last time.
That's fair. That's fair. So what I'm hearing is you guys need more combat.
I will never say no to more combat,
Fair.
Joe.
Whatever.
So, with that freshly in mind, let me pull up the different music.
You just get a bunch of me like stuffing stuff in my mouth.
Yeah,
Say chummy
and
bunny.
Olive was going like this, so it's like
The next time that
dichotomy.
nobody takes pictures, I'm going to go back and find the worst one I can of each person,
Nice.
and then have that be the one.
Not hard for me.
Yeah, I can just make you
No,
one.
worst.
I can give you a
there are
default.
some for all of us.
Okay,
there
they
are
don't
some,
take a long time for me.
with
then.
several years worth of photos every week. We have a lot to go through.
That's
Anyways,
true.
you are on the 3rd floor.
3rd floor.
And in fact, you can
Pre-programmed
see-
route.
You can see in this sort of space directly off the edge of this battle map on the very back half, there is just a drop that you have just run straight up to reach, Echo. You said Spice was behind you. In what way are you following Spice?
Up. Wall. Up.
So are you just going to try
It's
to
good
climb
that
it?
you're going up the right. the right
No, I
way.
wanted. What was the thing? Grappling hook? What's the thing?
I forgot about that.
There is
I
a
wanna do
grappling
that.
hook.
That was so funny.
And still, you don't have one, as you didn't last time.
Oh,
So
can I fashion one?
you can certainly try. So make an engineering check. You kind of look around. There are elements of like broken trellises. And at one point, this was just a whole complex, almost cathedral-like structure of garden. You look down, you can see Echo up above you. But right around you, there is just broken glass and twisted steel and elements of agriculture that have since fallen by the wayside.
Okay.
Not good.
She's picking up like mostly plant matter. I'll say for
Okay.
a total of 19.
So, I mean, that's not terrible. For a while, you're like, you have these two hoses. They're both like the male ends, and you're like, no. Like, you look around, and there are things that could work, but how you might to just throw a rope up there, that's easy. How you might have it like pull you up, that's a little
Echo,
bit beyond
catch!
what you could.
Oh,
like one of those-
hold on.
If
Echo
I
like
see-
fishes out the titanium line
If I
from
see
their,
this
their
happening,
pack and just like
we have a collapsible ladder. I gave you guys stuff in the field kit for
I don't
these
have a
specific situations.
I don't have a collapsible ladder in my field kit.
I've used my field kit a
I
ridiculous
have
amount.
I
know,
have
but
I
for
use-
using
I
the
use
field
it a
kit, it's a
lot.
very
I
useful
do
field
have
kit.
I have no
cable from the
abilities at all,
from the
so I have
field
to use the
kit.
field kit.
Okay,
that
you can
I've
use the cable.
lowered
That's
down.
fine.
Okay, so you have this cable lowered down, and
You
you're
have
just going to
tons of
climb up
IoT.
this cable.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check. It's a 60-foot climb. If you have
Oh,
ever
never
done,
mind. There's only 10 feet of cable.
I was
so
checking
Echo
to
mocks
see
you
the
from
size
above,
of
just
the
lowering 10
collapsible
feet of
ladder.
cable down and expecting you to jump 50 feet
Okay,
off
I
the ground.
deserve
I need to
that.
see what the length of the collapsible ladder is. You said it was a 60-foot?
60 foot.
All right, let me see what
This is a steep wall, and you can see at the bottom there is what looks like it was almost like glass steps that were suspended from steel rods
So there's
that
like
has collapsed down to the
So
bottom.
this was where the main staircase from the atrium was?
Yes, and it seems that would be what goes up to the third floor. And for you, Echo, what you can see in front of you now is exactly what is on the table in front of you. You can see just elements of like brittle, dried, dead plant matter in these sort of slightly raised iron mesh beds that at one point held probably lively plants, now very much a state of decay. And in this moment, the doors on these stalls open up. And here at the top, you can hear a number of different things all at once. First, the sound of footsteps, metallic and heavy, just from either side. The beings that exit are not the miniatures, very much the same as Pallades Rock miniatures, but these are very different looking individuals.
Uh-oh.
Cool. The ladder is only 40 feet, so...
It'll get you 10 feet away from the 10-foot
Well,
cable.
if there's nothing to prop it up against, though, it's not an A-frame. It's just a
No, it's,
telescoping ladder.
yeah.
You can get it up to 30 feet.
Well, if there's no wall, because
Why
there
is
isn't a
there no
wall, because
wall?
it's a 60-foot landing from the top of the atrium. There isn't,
No, there's
like...
a wall.
There's still the wall
Yeah,
underneath.
what?
Oh, there is a
Yeah,
wall
yeah.
underneath?
So you
Oh,
can lean
okay.
up
I thought
against
that
it.
was all where the glass had collapsed.
Still with the hypotenuse, that does give you a little bit of a shortcoming. But neither here nor there. For this particular moment, for you, Echo, you can see this opens up and you see glints of metal that are attached to these metallic footfalls. But all at once, it is as if it becomes matte and the air becomes a little bit thick and hard to see through. And it is like you are looking at ghosts once more. You hiding?
Yes.
Make a stealth check. And place yourself somewhere, I would say with your speed. What is your base speed?
Like 120?
Me?
Yeah.
110.
110, which means you can place yourself
That's a
up
lot
to
of
60
horses.
feet, like onto this map or anywhere along the edge.
Joe, where would you like me to place myself, considering I just rolled a natural 1?
Oh, just right in the middle, probably about 20 feet onto the map.
So, like, right there?
Yeah, perfectly right
Great.
there.
I love these stealth checks for me where I roll natural 1.
And as you fail your stealth check, you can see these images just shift to the spectral looking sort of form. And then off in the distance on either side of this elevator, you hear the sound of motors powering up. Why doesn't everybody go ahead and roll for initiative?
On the side of the floor above, you said? Oh, it's the things
Echo
that
does
I'm
have
seeing.
the
It's the
psychic
things that I'm
projection.
seeing on that
That's
wall
correct.
over there. Just out of my line.
Oh, I
of sight.
also rolled a 14.
Change
Plus 4.
combat music here.
That's 5.
Ah!
Echo does have the psychic projection active for this area.
That's useful.
It is.
Ooh, look at this music.
Okay. So, anybody natural 20?
I'm doing real rough today.
25 to 20?
20.
20 for Shade. Okay, 20 to 15?
19.
Also 19.
Okay, 19 for
That's obviously
Echo.
better.
19 for Spice. 18 for Bubbles. Excellent. So, the way that this works out, Shade is starting us off, then Echo, then Spice, then Bubbles. Then, after all of Mosaic Team 5, the Maimer Ghouls. And then following them, the Laser Turrets. So that brings us up to the top of the initiative. Shade. You hear just a brief exclamation from Echo. What are you doing?
Where am I?
On the
like
second
distance-wise?
Distance-wise, you are 60 feet down on the second floor.
Okay, so I'm presumably like at the base of this.
Yeah.
Okay. I can go 40 feet up and then another 40 feet with my jet dash feet and my jump jets. So I'm
So you're
gonna
using your jump jets?
yes.
Fantastic. You begin to fly 40 feet
Jump
up,
jets,
and
and I have to
instantly,
like grab the wall to.
all around you, amongst the refuse that is in this place, there is a brilliant blue glow, and electricity crackles around you. Can you make a fortitude saving throw, please?
Oh shit. 24.
With a 24, that is a meets it, beats it. And in this moment, you do not suddenly get knocked off balance. You don't get knocked flat-footed. You don't plunge down to the bottom. Your jetpack is not destroyed, and you are able to continue to rocket up despite this amount of pain. You can feel this electricity running through you. You take no damage, and you can move the full amount that you would.
So I think that gets me like 60 feet gets me to the top here, I think, right? So then I have another 20 feet. I see Echo. Do I see what's going on at this point?
You definitely see these turrets powering up.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And I would say you can see the doors to these bathroom units kind of still sliding open.
These ones here?
Yeah,
Okay. 1, 2.
on the sides.
Okay. Like coming out this way?
Nope. So right in front of where the right there.
Oh, these two. Okay.
Yeah, bathrooms are never in the
Okay. So if I go 20 feet, then I have.
Did I see or have an inkling of what happened with Shade's jump jets, or was that too far away?
You were too far away to see that. You see shit up there though.
I would move up to here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my exocortex to shocking overload the turret nearest me,
Okay.
which will disable it for 1 turn. I don't think shocking actually matters. It's just overload, which is you can cause a shortened electronic device, including most range weapons, melee weapons. This makes the device non-functional for 1 round.
So interestingly enough, this turret gets a reflex saving throw.
Oh,
And so
it
with
is
that-
a creature.
That is going to be, believe it or not, a 26.
Holy shit!
That's what's
All right.
Flexible turret.
Turret's got hands.
Intelligence. What's the DC?
Throwing 'em.
Turret's
That's
got
gonna
pods.
be close. So half of my 7 plus
Actually, it's good.
I can't roll much higher than that.
12 and
Yeah, try.
is it 12 and 15? Sorry, I'm
No, no worries.
mathing this. Not often.
Usually you'll have a combat maneuver
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, that's a. Wait, is it Sorry, is it a
What's your mechanic level?
construct? It's 14.
14, so
it's
it's
a
24
22.
plus your intelligence modifier.
Yeah. So it's 24 to beat it.
24 to beat it. So unfortunately, they are able to save against that, which I believe still deals damage.
Yes, and so it's 1d6 per 2 levels if they're a construct, robot, android, drone, or other creature with a technological subtype, or per 4 levels if it is like an organic. So I'm guessing it's per 2 levels for this.
It does say though if the creature fails the reflex saving throw, otherwise it negates this damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you try to do that, and all at once, as the electricity rolls across this turret, the entire turret dissolves. You can see it falls into constituent parts, clang, 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 all over the ground. And then you see the bench next to it twists and warps. You see elements of the original turret reconstitute, but parts of the raw metal in the building around it form parts of the turret as it forms anew. This seems to be almost immutable in form, but not through the nature of its build,
How do you
more through the programming behind it, or perhaps the intelligence.
Okay. So it's like almost adapting itself to the situation in a way.
It seems so. And I will say that is the flavor of them succeeding on a reflex save.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to use my exocortex to activate combat tracking.
Okay. You combat track against these individuals, now able to track multiple targets. And you can see in this moment there are things that lurk here. You can't see them well. You imagine they're benefiting from concealment in this moment, but you are able to at least track them. That is your turn. That brings us to you, Echo.
Okay. Damn concealment. Go is going to move here and use a computer's check to activate the blaring alarm sound on the communicator for natural disasters.
Okay.
That thing that doesn't activate anymore because it's from a deprecated governmental system from 2000 something whatever.
Oh yeah, they don't even have to warn citizens anymore.
Yeah, no. It's encouraged to just leave. What the fuck?
You roll poorly again?
I rolled a natural one again.
Damn. That
Hate
checks
to
for
see
you.
it.
Same die?
No!
Damn.
You are unable to tap even past these very mundane, it's like consumer grade electronics. That
Rip
defeat you
FEMA.
here.
And then just to shoot it, that's a 27.
As you
EAC?
shoot a 27 against an EAC is a hit.
Eee.
Shooting at the turret or the...
This guy.
Absolutely a hit.
My good God. 9.
9.
9 acid damage. I get to roll a d20 for damage on this gun, and I got a 9.
Hey,
The
My
acid
modifier is high.
splashes across them and just fizzles right off. With 9 points of damage, doesn't seem to do anything.
No! Wow, that sucks.
Anything else, Echo?
That's everything.
That is your turn, Echo. That brings us to Spice. Bubbles, you're on deck.
Nice.
Spice, you watch as Shade just jetpacks away.
Okay, so she's like, okay, Cinema Q, you're up. So Cinema Q detaches from her thigh and grips onto the wall with its little climbing claws, and it looks like a little starfish. And what she's gonna do is she also has cable. She's just gonna kind of latch the cable onto Cinema Q and around her ass, and just get hoisted up by Cinema Q.
Oh, you have a grappling hook.
The wild thing about this is the mechanics of that drone allow for that to work.
I literally built it for terrain.
Yeah, so no
didn't
problem.
build it.
You do
Well, I
that.
modded it. I was the one who built it.
You can move up to Cinema Q's climbing speed,
20
no
feet.
problem. 20
It's like
feet.
build-
So
it's
you
like
just
Build-A-Bear.
start
You build-
inching up
Yeah.
level by level. You move up 20 feet. However, it doesn't seem using Cinema Q's climb does not trigger whatever zapped Shade as they flew up.
Okay.
That seems to be based on flying alone. But that is
Wait for me. I'll be there in 3 turns.
you wait. That is your turn,
Spice is
Spice.
just watching you very slowly rise.
I'm picturing it too, like Cinema Q carrying you, ass up.
Oh,
Yes,
I
1000%,
wasn't
yeah.
imagining
She
that,
was
but I like
picturing,
that
a
better.
swing
Yeah,
where the cables
yeah,
got
me too.
Oh.
I was imagining.
I was
a
picturing
cute
Spider
swing.
going up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbles, what would you like to do?
Bubs is gonna look at
Yeah.
Spice, go up, and go. And then
Spice is going slow enough that your head really isn't going up. It's just kind
You're
of
just
eye
watching
level,
Cinema
yeah.
Q
ass at eye level, and you're just like,
Bub's gonna and Bub's gonna refocus himself. It is 60 foot up.
Yes.
Bubs can do a run motion.
Yeah.
4 times his movement speed. Or I could do what's that move that we did where you double your movement speed but you can still do stuff? Dash.
No,
That is run.
so that's action. No.
That's charge.
Yeah, that's charge. So, and that has an attack at the end of it.
Okay.
For what you're trying to do.
No, I'll do that. I'll do charge.
So you're going to go 60 feet straight up?
Yeah.
With what?
I'm gonna with my jetpack and go 60 feet up.
Phenomenal.
And
Make
I'm
a
gonna swing
fortitude
at
saving throw.
nothing.
Make a fortitude saving throw. I love it.
What is that?
that's a 10.
10 plus
Plus a ton, I'm sure.
Middling roll.
Hey, it's better
13.
than 1s and 2s.
10 plus 15?
23.
23?
Yeah.
10 plus 15 is 25.
10 plus 13.
13, 23. That is a failure, my friend.
Oh, no.
As you fly up, suddenly there is a jolt of electricity that runs through you. Spice, as you are also in this field, can you make a fortitude saving throw?
Fortitude.
Oh, no, field.
And in this moment, Bubbles, you at least are taking 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of fire damage. Or sorry, electric damage.
15.
15, that is a failure. And that is a failure by more than 5. Spice,
damn.
I think
Cinema
one
Q in this moment suddenly just starts freaking out, and they release this kind of cable.
Oh boy.
You just begin to fall, and luckily have only gone 20 feet up. Spice, you take a piddling single point of bludgeoning damage as you collapse down.
Can I
to
do
the very
a
bottom.
reflex save to try to grab the rope of Spice? Or have I already gone up 60 feet?
You've already gone
Okay.
up to the
Yep.
very top. You're swinging around with your hammer right now. But Spice, you find yourself at the very bottom of this place once more. That is Bubbles. That was your action. You did the attack.
Yeah, that's
full
fine.
action.
That's your turn.
I
Yeah.
don't think
that's a
I.
full
What was
action.
my fortitude damage for failing that?
Oh,
save?
same amount. So that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of electricity damage. And that brings us to the Mamer ghouls. So,
Was the terrain.
Are they gonna go back into the bathrooms because they had a second wind?
I forgot to wipe.
they, based on what
Withdraw.
just
Wash
That's
your
what I was-
hands.
Yo.
There, you have long fingers. Please wash your hands.
Did they not wash their hands?
No, you can tell right
first?
away they didn't.
Ah!
No.
Oh, and they're going for you. They're gonna just touch you.
Yeah, you can see hands straight out. They're not looking to cut. They're
They're
looking
black.
gross. Yeah. These blades are brown. You can see stainless steel underneath. There's no
Oh, no.
rust.
They did wipe, but they didn't use paper.
Exactly. And these robots, they got poop.
Damn, this is a real fucking.
You're right. It is a poop pea monster. You're right.
I am right. I
These
knew it.
two creatures rise up on either side of you, and suddenly, Shade, you can feel the presence as your combat tracker. Suddenly, very quickly, they close the distance, and then you see the eyes appear. There is still just displaced space around them. They still are concealed in this moment, but they will each get just a single attack.
Are their eyes like the ones that I saw on the hologram? Like
Very
they-
similar, yes. So that first one is going to be a 41 to hit.
Do you want me to say it?
It's
Yeah.
helpful when I'm looking down.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, so
yeah,
that is
it's like
only
twice my AC.
that is only going to be 20, 36 points of slashing damage.
36.
As they rush up, you can see the fingers displace. They stretch long and go out, and these long claws become almost like these flails that just trace across and cut deep, almost forming these battle ribbon-like sort of extensions that just pull across you. And then the one on the other side takes an attack.
Cool if they didn't.
That cocked? Because if not, it's a natural 20.
No.
That is not cocked. That is a natural 20.
shit.
That is a critical hit.
Oh, jinx.
Are you in
have to see
range?
No, she doesn't have to see it. We talked about this last time.
Is it?
Let me
What is the
read it.
range? The range is the
Oh.
important part.
It might not be in range
I
because
don't think there is a range for it.
Doesn't
Oh.
have a
away.
range.
Yeah, it doesn't.
The other thing is-
Oh wait,
it-
no. No, yeah.
Final question for you: is it mind affecting?
Oh shit!
I don't think it is.
Does not say.
Yeah. It just says you can do
Let
it.
me look. 'Cause-
It's a very light text.
Yeah, it literally just says.
The beauty
Yeah, I
of
think I was clear for this one because I almost took
beauty
that
of
one.
magic.
But then Olive took it and I was like, I'll just boost my fortitude.
Okay, so Starfinder Jinx.
I spelled it like
once
that.
per day as a reaction when an enemy within 15 feet
15
rolls an
feet.
attack.
Ah, is it?
Unfortunate. This is a natural 20 that is certainly going to hit with this battle ribbon zero-edged. There's a couple of things that are happening all at once. So first, let's just do damage. With the basic damage, you're actually looking out a tremendous amount as this is 5d8 and 3 of them are 1.
Hey.
So that is, and one of them is 2. So 5, 10, which doubles to 20, which is only 33 points of slashing damage. However, Shade, can you roll a d10?
I guess so. What do I want on this one?
Sorry, roll a d20.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Now I'm even more concerned. That's twice as much. 17?
With a 17, The first cut slashes across you. You're almost able to parry it out of the way, but it leaves your hand exposed. The second one, as they close in underneath, wrap their hands around all 4 of these blades, and then like a
I'll lose my arm again.
kind of circulating almost aperture, they just, and it's not your arm, it is just your hand. As your hand is just almost severed. Can you make a saving throw as you have just a moment to attempt to save?
Is this my sword arm or my...
Your other arm.
Okay. That's con.
Your sword arm, which is not online. You're welcome.
Sword art on
Reflex save?
Yep.
29.
29 is a success. And so you are
Hey!
able to save your non-severed hand. In this moment, that is all that these 2 Maimer ghouls can do. That brings us to the turrets.
Just got this thing.
The turrets are activated on Echo. Echo, each of these is going to take a single shot on you. The
Bring
first
it.
one is going to be a 28 to hit.
Nope.
The second one is going to be a 29 to hit.
Nope. Only thing I'm good for right now.
And so they fire, and there is just a streak. It looks like a beam of lasers, but it is so many shots at once. It looks like just consecutive bolts that just form a streak. But behind you, there is just perforations in the steel sheet that form the wall. And you would imagine if this hit, there is a chance that it could strike others within this arc. This seems to be almost a blast-style weapon. But that is the turrets, that is the Maimer ghouls. That brings us to the top of the round, and to Shade. Shade, you take some pretty severe damage on that opening round, and these creatures still concealed on either side, that you are certainly aware of their location. What do you want to do?
So, could you, like, help paint the picture for me a little
Yeah.
bit with these? Are they, like, incorporeal or something?
They
in some
look
fashion? What's
almost
the-
like ghosts, and like their bodies are moving and bending in ways that are hard to sort of have your eyes adjust to. They look almost like paintings in this space, and so you can't tell really where they are. When you think about the Matrix and you see like Neo punch 1,000 times really fast, it's like that low tech sort of
Okay.
yeah.
I'm appearing on the psychic projection.
On the psychic projection,
Same.
as creatures.
Do they, do I have enough of a view of them to tell, like, do they look organic or mechanical or...
So they have concealment in this moment.
So I don't really-
It's really hard to
Okay.
tell from the eyes. Certainly, there are mechanical elements.
Okay. I guess I'm going to use my exocortex to try to use amplified glitch on them, but I'm worried. No, I'm not going to do that because I've learned that they are not going to like computery stuff, and they just fucked me with the jump jets. So I'm just going to. Ooh, the rune plates are actually not technology there.
What you doing?
I'm gonna use my standard action to activate the fiery rune plates.
Absolutely, you can. So you can activate these fiery rune plates from where you are standing. That does put Echo in the sort of.
It happens at the
Yeah.
start of your turn,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
can still move. So
But still, Echo, where you are, you can see on the floor beneath you, suddenly this rune begin to blaze, and then to the left, and then on the other side of Shade. And you know what's coming next. You begin to kind of spring. Anything else, Shade?
yeah. So that's my action. Then I'm actually gonna move
Thank you.
because the turrets are still a thing. So I'm gonna move in between the 2 turrets here, like directly in between them.
That will provoke opportunity attacks.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
No, I'm not fine with that.
I was gonna say, like, I've got the higher AC, my guy.
Yeah.
Just take
Yeah,
a guarded step or something.
I just don't want to hit you, but I guess I'll just hit you.
If you
I
take
guess
a guarded
I'll.
step one square away, won't that get me out of your range?
Yes, but
Oh,
then I
but
think
also
they're
get
also
them
out
out of
because it's
range.
not diagonal, it's just
Right.
adjacent. I'm going to attack the one that's nearest me,
Okay.
or I guess the one that's on this side with my blade.
Gotcha. With a swift action?
Oh, sorry, that's my standard action already for the
Yeah.
fiery rune plates. I was thinking that that was a move action. I guess I can just
Survive.
Yeah. Guarded step? Yeah, I'll guarded step.
Okay.
Fire, like-
Guarded step away.
I can guarded step this way. Yeah. Because
Can
that
you?
will...
I believe it's
Right.
just 5 feet.
5 feet. Oh, but that's...
It's fine. I'll just try and save. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Everything
Anything
is
will
gonna
shade.
be fine.
Can I guarded step and not move?
No. I mean, technically, but that's just flavor at that point.
A little bit dry.
That's just you going... drawing closer into yourself. That is your turn, Shade. That brings us to Echo. Echo, you feel this fire begin to rise up.
So what's the save I have to make?
It's
Reflex
only like
save.
it's like a 17, I think.
Good, because I rolled a 17.
Very nice. You just barely are able to step out of this line of fire.
And Echo is going to use that step to burst through the flames in front of this guy
Okay.
with my bluff.
Through the fire and the flames.
Through the fire
And you're
the flames.
designating that guy behind you not to take the attack.
No, he still gets an attack of
Okay.
opportunity.
They will-
It's my target. Is
They
the
will
one that
certainly
can't.
take that attack of opportunity. Although almost certainly not going to hit. That is a 25 to hit.
Nope.
There you go. You skirt out of the way.
Oh, skirt. It's a 34 for the bluff check.
34 for the bluff check. Give me just 1 second. Against the...
CR.
Yeah,
20.
against the ghoul or the turret.
Oh, cool.
That is just barely a success.
Hey. And that is going to be math 31 to hit.
31 is a hit.
Hey! I hit something I wasn't prepared to hit. It's been a minute since I hit something and I wasn't prepared to hit.
Sometimes that happens.
We gotta pull out the d8s. We gotta pull out all the d8s. Let's double check and make sure we have the correct
I
d8s.
just read Talon's comments in the chat.
It's a lot.
That's the worst golem I've ever heard of.
It's so bad.
I've made some bad ones. That's a bad one.
Okay, it is just 7 still. And that's the d8s. That's 10.
Oh my gosh. The pizza. Oh, that is diabolical.
4. And then I believe it's
Is that a
4
Chinese soup
d6.
container?
Yeah, that's what I drink all of my liquids out of in this
Nice.
household, yeah.
It's a deli tainer, excuse me.
It really is
It's
such
a
a
multi-purpose.
great size for cold brew. Oh,
And 46.
dang.
We do indeed need the math camp. 54, nope, 54 plus 8 is 62 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
62 points of slashing damage, and it does the full amount. You overwhelm any kind of damage resistance that this creature has, as you are able to just jam this blade into them. It goes through. Now,
Are we feeling bleed or flat-footed people?
now, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you roll a d20? And I will just tell you straight off the bat, if you roll between a 1 and a 5, nothing's happening.
Oh.
What if I roll a 7?
Then
Something's
that
happening.
damage goes through, and you do the full amount, even through this concealment. You jab into this creature, and for you, Shade, you can now see this creature suddenly, the sort of swarming movements stop, and it falters, and for just a second, you can see them. It looks like that effect of concealment has ended on that one, at least for this moment.
Do we want it to bleed or be flat-footed?
Bleed.
Yeah, bleed's good. We're doing a lot of damage over time.
14 points of bleed.
14 points of bleed, and they are looking kind of hurt already from that single attack. But anything else, Echo?
Nope. That is me for the session. Thank you. Good night.
There you go. That is Echo's turn and game. That brings us to Spice. Bubbles, you're on deck.
Alright, Spice.
You look up. You are left alone in this garden.
I'm gonna try one more thing. So she clicks her heels together and activates the mag boots and tries to
No
walk up
bicycle.
the wall.
Okay. You look around. Nobody's here to see you. You just kind of pop up and click your heels together, and your feet onto the wall. And as that does give you, I believe, a climbing speed,
Yep.
you are able to just walk up. It's uncomfortable. You're in tactical heels, climbing up the wall. Your whole weight is pulling back against your body. It's like kind of painful to do, but you do it. You're walking.
Bend and snap.
So you make it about you make it about halfway up this wall, and you are striding. No electrical field is emanated around you. That seems to be based on flight alone. That is your turn, Spice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That's it. Everything I need.
With your movement on your next turn, you will be able to get to the top and still have your action and a swift action remaining.
Yes.
So that brings us to Bubbles. Bubbles, you still swirling up at the very top of this battlefield. You can see the turrets stitching laser fire into your android companions. And then suddenly you see this Maimer ghoul, this kind of creature construct sheathed in a almost wrapping paper-like metallic skin. What are you doing?
Bubs is gonna look around. What the heck? And Bubs is gonna just go up, and he's gonna go in for a strike.
Yeah.
Because not even thinking, going for a strike right at the first one in front of him. Singular attack. This is gonna be a spring attack because I like to move around.
Okay.
That is a 2.
A 2.
2 plus
Just say
21,
close
23.
enough.
23 against.
Probably.
What is the hammer? The hammer is bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning KAC. That is a miss.
Close enough.
You have to have Wrathful Warrior.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm saving
yeah.
that.
Anything else,
And
Bubbles?
I don't like to use it all the time. Bubs is gonna move right behind him.
Okay, so you slam into this person, but it is like the body breaks in half and parts. You miss. They're concealed as well, so hard to see, but you take that momentum and you spring to the other side.
Guys, I can't see. This place is too foggy, and I can't see.
That is your turn, Bubbles. That brings us to the Maimer ghouls.
They
So,
have to make a DC 17 reflex save at the start of their turn.
let's see about. Okay. First, the one that is bleeding. That
they
is
also
going to
take their
be.
bleed damage,
What kind of
right?
save?
Reflex.
That is a 23 for that one.
It takes 7 points of fire damage.
They take 7 points of fire damage, already kind of hurt from Echo. And the one on the other side, natural 20, able to succeed,
Also
no problem.
takes 7 points.
Takes 0 points, actually, of fire damage. For you, Echo, 14 points of bleed as well, right? Mm-hmm. That one in front of you is now looking really rough. They are looking hurt. They take a step, and there is just this gout of hydraulic fluid that sprays across the ground. However, they are happy to be where they are in this moment. Echo, you are going to take an attack against the one that is standing right there. As they are not moving, as a move action, they're going to attempt to repair their field. They're going to fail. And they're now just going to attack you.
Okay.
Echo, that is only a 29 to hit.
Nope.
And so in this
Doesn't
moment,
leave.
you easily just almost snap your waist back at 90 degrees. An impossible movement for a biological creature. And this creature misses straight over top. The one on the other side is going to attack probably Bubbles.
Yeah.
Bubbles, that is going to be a 34 to hit.
Oh, I think that hits.
Let me know.
That hits.
That hits, okay. So, Bubbles, that is going to be 12, 20, 21. That is going to be 34 points of slashing damage. As they just pull this hand across and the fingers fly on these little chains off the hand and then rake across your body, almost like scythes. That is both of the Maimer ghouls. And that brings us to the laser turrets. With everything that just happened, they both instantly snap onto Echo and take their shots. Echo, that is going to be a 17 to hit.
No.
And that is going to be a 28 to hit. And
Keep
so
it going.
these lasers just exploding burst. It is hundreds of shots at Echo every single time. Echo, not only are you dodging this Maimer ghoul, but you are hearing with the echolocative ears each individual laser fire just singe through the air behind you, form a complicated 3D map overlaying that on top of the psychic projection. You have the most detailed combat tracking that you could have. This is working out great for you. That brings us to the top of the round and to Shade.
I like a singing in the rain vibe. Yo.
Very much, except there's a lot of damage on the other side of this rainstorm.
So this one's near dying, right?
It's hurt for sure.
I guess now then I'm gonna move action guarded step. And then attack that one.
Make an attack roll. You move action, guarded step, using your sword to parry a blow as this one just kind of misses off of Bubbles.
That's a 34 to hit.
That is a hit. Easily a hit.
Boop. Math, numbers. Let's count. 26 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that is the full amount that you would expect.
And then I think that's it for me. I'm gonna maintain my combat tracking.
Okay. You maintain your combat tracking. You can see these two individuals, one of them kind of faltering a little bit in this moment. That is your turn, Shade. Echo, what would you like to do? Spice, you were on deck.
With like all the visibility that Echo has on this guy right here, does this guy look like he's barely functioning, or he needs to take a few more hits?
He looks like he might. Well, it depends on who's hitting him, it seems. One more of those hits almost certainly will do it.
All right.
But they're still fully functioning in this moment. They're not.
Right. Okay, Echo's gonna try, not the siren this time, Ripima. Oh, natural 20 on the wrong
Nice.
check.
Absolutely. That
Wait,
works.
natural 20?
Not to hit.
Not to hit.
It's for the,
It doesn't affect your
Trick
thing.
attack.
You checked.
okay. It's only for hits. Yeah, it's not a natural 20 to hit. It is, however, going to be a 20... No, a 27.
That is a hit.
Hey!
There you go. So this creature
Give me
is
hits out
beginning
again.
to kind of falter. You can see the concealment is broken down. There is nothing to make this damage just instantly evaporate like there was before.
All right, so we have... Not as good this time. 48 points of slashing damage.
48 points of slashing damage, and this creature is still...
Damn.
They are in bad shape. Echo, you have them so close to being dead. You can see that cut goes across the belly. If this was an organic creature, the guts would just spill out everywhere.
We're going to keep the bleed effect then. And Echo is going to make a big show of moving this way, and no opportunity attacks from that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And no, they're gonna finish right here. They're basically going to do like a little jump back, so they're still like in view of both turrets.
Okay, no problem. You slash across. They go to take a step towards you, and then you can see this main line of hydraulic fluid just open up for a second. It begins to just billow out, and you can see the legs begin to shake. They have to grab onto it and can't follow you. That is your turn, Echo.
I'm so sorry, I just used my last patch kit on myself.
That brings us to Spice. Spice, from where you are, you almost swear that you can hear Echo making a joke. You're missing it. What do you want to do?
Not on my watch. I will hear it, and I will laugh in support, even if it sucks.
You hear just the clang, 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 clang of these heels as they run vertically up this wall. And Spice just over the top.
I think the best part of this is she's gonna unclick a gun from her back, and the instant she like comes over the corner, she's just gonna point and shoot.
Absolutely. Go ahead and
Without
make an
like
attack roll.
choosing to whom?
Nope.
Nope.
That sounds like
Echo is in the
Just
like,
straight
right
up.
in front though.
Yeah.
Bang.
That was hilarious. Die.
That's some real Joker shit.
No, I'm aiming for the guy that's
Yeah.
bleeding. All right.
You get what you fucking
Dun
deserve.
dun dun dun.
I haven't even
Let's
seen the
see.
movie.
God, that's embarrassing. Natural 2 for a total of 13 to hit.
That does not. It just right off and just ricochets.
Ooh,
Almost
my first
hits
one
Echo.
firing.
Echo, you have to dodge one more bullet in this moment. Anything else, Spice?
She's like, Cinema Q, you're up. And Cinema Q is going to take a shot with their Perihelion laser.
Is Cinema Q flying up?
No, they crawl.
They crawl. Okay, what is their crawling speed?
20! So they're
just
not
still
there
crawling.
yet. Good point.
There is
good
just this
point.
alert sound indicating that they have not caught up to you yet. They're 20 feet behind.
Damn it, so slow.
Not yet within range.
But that is your turn, Spice. That
Yes.
brings us to Bubbles.
Guys, I can't see what I'm hitting. There's too much fog in the air, and this thing's moving too quickly.
That's Echo.
Bub is going to he'll do a spring attack.
Yeah.
Whoosh-ah.
Nice.
That's a 12 plus 21 is a 30.
That is a hit.
Nice. And Bubs is going to attack this one in front of him.
Yep.
Has he hit one of my teammates at all?
No. Yeah.
Yep.
Not
Okay,
this last
9.
round, but I did get hit by him.
18.
Because I got.
Does it have to be this last round?
Whatever is the last round, yeah.
Yeah, so no.
Not the last round.
9, 18. Oh, plus another 9. Wow, I didn't roll good. 9, 18 plus another 9 is 27. Plus 8 is 35. Plus 21. So 35 plus 21 is 56.
56 points of damage.
50.
And how Bubs does is Bubs is just kind of do like his whirlwind spin, his classic whirlwind spin, because Bubs has no idea what he's hitting.
Sure, yeah.
He's closing his eyes.
It's Echo.
And he's just gonna go.
It's just a whale,
Yeah.
It's all about the speed. It's all about just numbers
Yeah.
of attacks. And so if you just keep swinging this hammer, you'll hit something eventually. And as you do, you are rewarded. It hits home and you just slam. It is like hitting a home run, the perfect crack off your hammer. And this creature takes a good amount of damage. You can see for just a moment the concealment kind of flickers. Can you actually roll a d20?
Yeah.
And if you roll between a 1 and a 5, the damage goes away entirely.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. The flickering stops, and there is no more concealment left on this battlefield. Both of these creatures now plainly visible to everybody.
Bubs swings his hammer through it, hits it, and then stops right before hitting Shade. And then Bubs is like,
No problem. You manage to not annihilate your teammate. That does bring us to these Mamer ghouls. So, the one that is bleeding, how much bleeding? 16? 14.
14. My operative level.
They're just gonna swivel over here. So Echo, they stumble forwards, and as they get into your range, you can see the arms spread wide. All 5 of these blades fly out like scythes, and then the hydraulic fluid just gushes out onto the ground. And with that bleed damage, they are dead. The one who is still up is going
Reflex
to
save.
make a reflex save for the runic plates. That's not great. That is a 17.
Meets a pizza, so it takes half.
There you go, 7 points of damage.
Oh. I never took half from my...
You take
Take 7 points
7
of fire
points.
damage.
7 points of fire.
This creature is going to wheel around over on Bubbles. And Bubbles, it is going to take an attack against you.
Don't
do
you
it.
have evasion?
These reach out and they swoop them together with a 31 to hit.
what is it, a KAC or EAC?
This is
Joe?
31 against KAC.
KAC, it's a miss.
It's a miss. And so they are unable to hit you. In this moment, both you and Echo forming this tank line directly in the center. These turrets completely unable to
optics are
penetrate through.
very
The Mamer ghouls, that is their turn. The 2 turrets are still going to continue to attack Echo, having locked on. Echo does a 29 against your EAC hit.
Nope.
And that is certainly not going to hit. So Echo, again, just dozens of bursts. It sounds like a C-ram just firing off. But you are dodging every single one.
Keep it
That brings
going.
us to the top of the round and to Shade. I think they need a 19 or a 20 to hit you, the turrets. They're a lot, yeah.
Um,
They're not that sour.
I like them.
Yeah, no, I love them. Oh, they're fantastic. But they're not sour. They're not like Warhead sour.
Sour Patch Sour.
I'm gonna attack this guy to start, and then I'm probably gonna move after I attack.
Make your attack roll.
Can't be that bad.
No, it's
Cut
not
off your
that
own
bad,
leg.
but it's 26. I think it's
Against?
20. KAC?
That is a hit.
Oh, okay, cool.
I feel like just
Cool,
like
cool, cool.
law of averages, I've rolled enough ones tonight for
You rolled pretty well.
now.
29
rolled the one.
slashing damage?
How much?
29.
29 points. It does the full amount, and this creature now is starting to look kind of hurt.
And then I want to move, knowing that I'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, and
But I
you
want to
certainly
move
will.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get up to behind here.
Does a 29 against your KAC hit?
As a matter of fact, it does.
Oh, right.
Oh, actually, no, because I just hit it, so I get a +2, but it is still a Mitsa Pizza.
No, but yes, but no, but yes.
The +2 was really cool until it didn't help.
I feel that way a lot about +2 as a modifier in general.
I feel that way about trick attacks too.
So that is going to be a total of 43 points of slashing damage. As you step away, these almost micro bladed ribbons just wrap around you and cut whole hunks of metal off of your body. But you do step clear.
And then for my exocortex, I don't want to try to distracting hack, but I'm curious because you said that there was like some presence within the turret itself that I sensed. So I want to try and like hack it, but with the like knowledge that there's something there that's more than just like the like computer system.
So I say this totally seriously. What you're telling me is you're hacking it knowing that it's a bad idea.
It's more like I'm not trying
I'm
to,
also telling you that.
yeah, I'm not
So
trying to
don't do it.
hack it. I'm trying to like communicate via exocortex.
Okay.
In like a
Gotcha.
not
Yeah, okay.
like attempting to interact with it, but not attempting to like hack its systems to disable it or something.
So you're
Okay.
Just going up to it and saying hello.
No, I'm just like sending out like a like dummy signal essentially to just be like, hey, we're non-threatening, like
Okay,
like
make a
a-
computer's check.
like you know. 37.
With a 37, you send this electronic signal trying to communicate that you are non-threatening, and at once you get a signal that bounces back very quickly, and overwhelmingly you are shown through this diagnostic readout that you are viewed intuitively as an invasive presence. If you were to think about it from a computer standpoint, you are all seen as viruses entering into this system, and there is no diplomacying that away.
Right, because we're in Monster House.
And this is certainly what a virus would say.
Yeah, we're Monster House. No.
Anything else, Shade?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, you determined Monster House. That brings us to Echo.
Echo does not determine Monster House. Echo's not over there. Echo moves.
Ooh, I'll do one of those.
Still keeping themselves centered in like the turret's range.
Absolutely. And they continue to track you.
Please do. And Echo's gonna try a computer's check one more time for this guy. That was not so great. That one's going to be a 27, 38.
38 is a success.
Hey! And we're gonna shoot him. 25 to hit?
25 against.
Acid.
That is a hit.
Hey! So, oh, we need that again. That's 15. Oh, look at all those 8s.
Love eights.
Love 8s. 29 points of acid damage.
9 points of acid damage. They may have had some kind of defense against that. They may have been able to resist damage in some way, shape, or form, but not 59 points of damage. That completely overwhelms any resistance that they have. And Echo, tell us how it happens.
Nice.
Echo just kind of like looks over at like the one pile that's floating in hydraulic fluid and the other pile that's about to be floating in hydraulic fluid and decides that it's a little bit too much hydraulic fluid. Let's just disintegrate it all. And pulls out the disintegrator pistol and just fires.
Very nice. You pull the disintegrator pistol out and you fire, aiming first at the ground, and there is just a sound and the smell of caustic sort of chemical reactions as you eliminate all traces of this creature straight from this and any other plane of existence.
And more fog in the air, Bubbles.
Oh my god, guys! What is this? It's like ghost dirt.
Oh, that one is toxic. You might want to move away.
And in this moment, as you proclaim that this is toxic and that Bubbles should move away, you can see suddenly these lasers and the barrels just slowly orient down towards the ground. You can hear the echoes of your combat sort of just tracing off and into the atrium below you. Suddenly, there is the presence of another robotic entity. Cinema Q pops up to the top with all the rest of you. You can see
Finally!
directly in front of you there is a sort of almost elevator-looking doorway. This seems to rise up only about 10 feet to like a half level above, and this is marked floor 3. You can see, in addition to floor 3, there is a slightly faded series of signs that indicate what lies beyond. A fabrication bay, a mechanical workshop, a hydro refinery, and the emergency armor lockers. The door has a computerized lock on it, but as you sort of look at it, as you approach it, it just ting and goes green, and the door slides open.
Okay, and Spice clicks her gun back on her back and is like, well, that was annoying, but let's keep going.
I'm developing a theory.
Yes.
I believe that whatever system is here has gained a level of autonomy. This entire building itself is like a computer system.
Is there any way you could elaborate?
There was a presence in the turrets that was more distinct than typical machinery. There is an intention here, something that does not want us within, and it is treating us like a virus.
Is this stand-in furniture or are these actually servers?
Those are actually servers.
Are they
Everything that you see is as you see it. The only thing that is a little bit different is there's more dead organic matter around, but I just didn't want to pull out a bunch of dead plants.
So, to that point, are they active, the servers? Like, I'm standing next
They're
to them
not
now.
on,
Okay.
but they're intact.
Bub's just gonna just really quickly just go, I don't care what you guys say. I still think it's ghost or something. And Bub's gonna take out a Febreze, whatever we called it, and spray it in the air because it's antimicrobial.
It's a FAUX Febreze.
Whatever we call it at the beginning.
No problem.
And Bub's is gonna try get this ectoplasm out of the air.
You spray this stuff, and as you do, it sprays. The mist kind of disperses as the visual elements kind of left over from the concealment
The
effect.
air is dirty right now. That's how he thinks.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And
It's
this particular
artificial.
air a little less dirty.
Yeah.
Artificial fog.
Ooh.
So I
Well,
want
make a
stop it.
perception check actually as you do that.
Nice.
You're kind of looking at the air to make sure that it's clean. Let's see how clean it really is.
That's a natural 20,
my
Joe.
God.
That's a natural 20.
How is Bubs our scientist?
So for just a moment, it's like all of the sounds in this room go away. And you just listen and you hear off in the distance the sounds of mechanisms kind of beeping and shutting. And all at once, the natural 20, you feel as if the doors are locked behind you.
Guys, I feel like the haunted house just got angry and it decided to just close everything down, and we're not gonna leave. It's decided.
Well, it feels more like an invitation. That elevator up there is open and ready for us to go.
It is hurting us in.
I've said it before. This feels like an intentional path.
There's nothing more that we can do than continue the path.
Do you not wish to turn these servers on?
I'm
If there is a presence here, perhaps it has infected the
attempting
servers.
to analyze now.
Would you like
As,
assistance?
as I am exocortexing to...
No check needed. These are very commercial grade machinery. There's nothing hidden on these, as these connect to the automated water and sprinkler systems, the hydroponics, the nutrition kind of balancing levels, all of which are reading as inoperable in this moment.
Okay.
There is data that talks a little bit about some of the biology of the plants here for those who might be like coming to care for them. But aside from that, this runs a huge series of different little agricultural zones in very sort of minute setting.
So this was like a hydroponic garden or something.
Yeah.
And I would say, actually, make a computers check. And this is not to access it. This is just to analyze the architecture of the system to see what might be learned.
Bub's
from
just
that.
gonna go to the bathroom while this is happening.
Okay, yeah. You walk over. to the
34.
bathroom.
You get sucked down into the depths of the building.
With a 34, what you are looking at is a smaller part of a whole. This is probably linked to other areas within this place. You remember that the Lilac Dreams sort of community was supposed to be several buildings, and so this likely linked to others as
Like
well.
Lilac.
Yeah, although I would say with that computers check, you get the sense that there is another piece to this deeper in this building, perhaps somewhere a little higher up.
Okay. So this is like a part of the overall whole, but it's not necessarily, these servers aren't connected to whatever ongoing presence I've kind of sensed.
Correct. They're inoperable. And so, like, and you can see this whole place is in a
Right.
series of disrepairs.
Like,
Although, make an engineering check now that you look at this.
is it like not utilizing it because it's just an unnecessary drain of power or something? That's a 34 again.
With the 34, looking around now, trying to understand why it is that this server isn't able to connect to the rest of these devices, you're realizing it's because many of them are missing. Many of the elements of more complicated machinery are gone. Many of the pieces of stronger machinery, the stairway collapsed not because the suspension broke, but because the primary piece of steel that went straight through the middle and really was the load-bearing piece is entirely missing and not damaged. You don't see any sign of it shearing off or twisting. It is missing.
Like precision, like removed with...
Almost certainly.
Okay. So that is going to corroborate sort of the theory that Shade's got going, because all of the stuff has been kind of taken and repurposed, it seems, for whatever the larger body is attempting. But Shade's just kind of analyzing the data as we continue. So,
Bubbles, you use the restroom successfully. There's no failures there.
I'm just gonna just turn off the water, then do it again.
Sure.
Make sure. Go ahead.
Spice is going to don her Hylax priest outfit that she got from Tuesday's loot, and go behind the door of the bathroom, and then like put her little hood over, and then jump out and go woo to scare Bubbles.
In the middle of a place where you have seen ghosts and you have been attacked by these ghost-like computerized ghouls that really like eviscerated part of Shade.
not looking great.
This Spice has chosen to dress up as a priest and scare you.
I already went to the bathroom.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, anyone?
There is just the brief stupid dog. Empty as the splatter, but no problem.
She runs away with Cinema Q in her arms.
Whoa! What? Space, it's not funny!
Are the bodies still there?
Which bodies?
The bodies of the long finger guys?
Sort of. As you look over and redirect your attention to them, you can see that they have really fallen into pieces, and not into pieces like most robotic life forms that you have destroyed, really down into nuts and bolts and constituent parts, into scraps of metal that don't look as if they originally belonged together. they really almost just melt. But there are pieces there for sure.
So it's more like a scrap pile than something that would have been functionally what it was doing.
Very much so.
Okay. Again, corroborating my theory.
Bubs was building up the bathroom to eventually do this.
Okay.
Bubs usually, when he goes to the bathroom, sometimes he turns his communicator. He has a light on it. Turns it on ultraviolet.
Sure.
And he makes sure the area is clean. He's clean.
Sure.
And then Bubs remembers
Lit up like
from a movie he saw with Steel, ectoplasma is shown under UV lights.
Sure.
So Bubs is going to just go around like this. After he sees like the bathroom's clean, he's going to go around looking for UV
There's ectoplasm on the walls of this bedroom.
You take your light out, and sure enough, there's ectoplasm all over the floor.
The bathroom?
Yeah, right in front of the seat.
Guys, there's tons of ectoplasm in the bathroom.
No shit!
Bubbles, that's urine.
Yeah, well, it could be ghost urine.
Okay. Okay, whatever.
If it makes you happy.
Spice in the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I would relay the information about the creatures
Okay.
as we're going to the elevator.
So you all board the elevator?
We all board
You
the
all
elevator.
board the elevator, and it rises up just a 10-foot lift, getting up into the slightly raised element of the floor. And as it opens, you can see through this space the negative pressure of air that into this room causes the dozens of plastic tarps that drape over everything here to just ripple in this kind of darkened warehouse-like space. You can see there is just twisted scaffolding, flickering safety lights. Every now and then in the distance you can hear a whirring server just kind of like repeatedly clanging into something. Off on the left side, you see a single 20-foot wide double door. And as you sort of look at it, you can see flickering over top, there is a sign that reads Fabrication Bay. Off to the right, there are two doors. The nearest one has a sign that reads Mechanical Workshop, and then the far one reads Hydro Refinery above it. And off just on the inside of that Hydro Refinery wall, you can see there is a very secure-looking door. There's no signage, but that is what you see.
That's probably the emergency armor lockers that were listed lower, right?
These black tarps ruffle slightly in the wind of your arrival.
Is there something here?
Make a
A
perception.
presence. And I would also send out like a non-localized ping for if there's that computer around still. Or what Shade is suspecting to be like the overarching computer system. Ooh. 38 for perception.
With a 38, these tarps really hide the fact that this room has been thoroughly kind of taken apart. You do see twisted scaffolding and things, but much of the machinery here has been removed. You can see within the fabrication bay itself, at one point, this was probably like UPB printers at an industrial scale. You see CNC machines, you see plasma cutters, or at least the frames of where those once were. As you look a little bit closer, those seem to be gone. There is dust that sort of chokes these spaces here. There might be things here that are reparable with some time and some significant resources, but a lot has been taken away, and then much of what is left is wrapped in either clear or opaque black tarps. With that check, you do note that there are a few UPB kind of scattered on the bottom of some broken hoppers. You rush over and
4 credits worth
go
of
over.
UPB.
You can see, like, so there used to be 6 hoppers in this room, each which would have probably housed about 10,000 UPVs. Each of them now has a hole at about your chest height, and there's like nothing really in any of them. You can just kind of reach your whole fist in and scrape a few out from the bottom of each.
Are the holes like precision again?
Make an engineering check, and while you do that, is anybody else doing anything?
Yep. Spice immediately goes for one of the tarps and drapes it over herself and cuts 2 eye holes and just going, woo!
That's not funny anymore.
There is a
Spice.
presence on this floor with you.
There's a presence.
It's wearing a Hylax priest uniform and a tarp over that, all over Spice's regular clothes. And the dead giveaway is kind of the heels clicking on the steel.
Echo is looking around for any, like, evidence of, like, a computer system that could be active, since Shade mentioned, like, projections and whatnot.
Make a computer's check.
It was 40.
And I'm back.
Hey,
That's a-
welcome back.
It's not a natural 1,
Hey,
so it's a 28.
That's not terrible.
bad.
So, Echo, this place has almost no computers left in it. There is a very simple kind of computer that is left in the hydro refinery nook that is really to turn the machinery on or off. None of the safety devices are there. Nothing that like would control anything else is in there. And so really
Crane game.
up to you if you want to turn it on. There is a mechanical workshop. There is no computers there. There is no computers in the emergency armor locker that is within the hydro refinery proper, but you get the sense that that might be purposeful. There is no computerized lock on this door. Instead, there is a heavy chain and a mechanical padlock. You do see on the inside, through the heavy, reinforced sort of
Armor door.
almost like transparent concrete, there is 5 sets of security armor kind of on these little mannequins.
Nice.
There's like a bench and some lockers. You see there seems to be a case of grenades in there. You see a whole sort of row of manacles. There is emergency kits off on one wall. You see a void board that is placed up on a sort of like almost like where you would mount a bike on a wall.
Echo will attempt to first take the polite way in with the lock of trying to just like gently
Make a
pick
sleight
it
of hand
open.
check, yeah.
Let's start with politeness. That's a dirty 40.
Okay, dirty 40. Which reminds me, for you, Shade, as you investigate these hoppers, you do note that was a 40 total.
Yes.
The holes that are bored, and they are bored certainly into each of these, are 3 inches wide. They're at the exact same height, and they're at ever so slightly different angles, offset to the point that it looks as if they were drilled from a single machine and then suctioned out into a central hopper in the center of all of these places. Very purposefully removed.
Okay, by something that was doing it simultaneously.
Correct.
Okay.
For you, Echo, as you make that sleight of hand check, what was the check? 40?
Yes.
Oh, easily. This is a relatively secure padlock from like a consumer grade level. Nothing for you.
It looks like it's going to protect things.
You ting right off. Actually, you look at it and you analyze it for a second, and then you just wrap your knuckles hard on the bottom, and much like some Yates locks, it just pops right open.
Echo watches the old-timey historian lockpick lawyer
Yeah,
2.0.
absolutely. And you crack this open, and the air rolls over you. It is a little bit stale. This has not been opened in a very long time.
Nice.
And you see within a number of different items. And Echo, you go in and kind of inventory as Bubble Spice and Shade. I'll get back to you in a second, but it takes a second to pick all of this up. For inventory purposes, within this room there are 5 heavy saps, which are just level 11 basic melee items. There are 5 Mercy Rays, ultraviolet, which are level 11 non-lethal small arms. There is 5 riot grenades, or Mark 4, which is level 11 grenades. There are 5 sets of hard light series armor. This is level 12 light armor. There are 5 restraint manacles, level 4 personal item, and 5 emergency kits, which are level 2 personal items, which are a sort of pre-built version of what Shade made that I was able to find on Hephaestus.
What is it?
The emergency kits, they have some rations, they have a couple different things in them. And then there is a void board. At first, it looks like a very high-tech steel and orange sort of like hard board that you might put a person on when they were injured. But you can see that there's a little bit more of a complex, almost compressor-like field at the bottom. And you recognize that, Echo, by activating this, you could transport a living being through the void of space
Into
in a
the
safe
shadow.
manner.
Oh.
If somebody were injured in a starship craft, this might be a way to get them from one craft to another through the void of space.
How large is
All
this
of these things are
board?
useful.
It is large enough, I believe, to hold 10 bulk worth of items or up to 2 large creatures.
It's 2
I will
bulk.
double check, but its
Yes,
void board
it
is
says it says up to 10 bulk, and it is 2 bulk.
2 bulk. Okay, there you go.
Some Silver Surfer kind of.
It's a very cool item.
Yeah.
That's a lot of good stuff. At the
So
very least for UPBs.
Echo takes the grenades. Echo makes a note about the void board, but cannot carry it.
It's kind of heavy.
It's kind of heavy. And that might put them at a limit.
Okay.
And then there was the hard light armor. Echo's gonna poke their head out of the locker and say, "There are quite a number of supplies in here, but one of them seems like it might be useful for Spice.
What? Spice will walk in.
You had mentioned you were in need of
Spice
some...
walks in wearing a tarp over a priest outfit over their regular clothes.
You had mentioned you were in need of some fashionable armor.
Oh, why, yes. And she'll just, tear everything off. Let's see. Can I wear this hard light armor?
It's light armor.
It's
Oh,
light
then
armor.
yes.
So the hard light armor, this is the squad level, which is level 12. This is a plus 15 to your EAC, plus 15 to your KAC. And there's no penalty to your armor checks. It is a 4 upgrade slot armor.
Nice. Okay.
The rest of these items, specifically the non-lethal weaponry and the large, bulky armor, would maybe serve as a good
Let's see.
welcome package for the new tenants.
We should find out what's happening here before.
At the very least, a consolation prize. They did request defense capabilities.
Oh.
As you have searched through this space, through the mechanical workshop, there is a set of stairs in the far end through the sort of tarps and everything. As the air moves, you've been able to catch sight of this a couple times, and you can see there is a sign that leads to floor 4.
Up we go.
Okay.
Spice puts the tarp back on.
Put this tactical tarp back on,
Tactical tarp.
and you make your way over to the staircase.
Spice, you're not
I
funny.
think I
She's
want
going,
some of the hard light
"Ooh!"
armor
You're just
for
gonna make the
myself.
ghost
I think
angry.
It's better than what I currently have.
Oh, is this
Okay.
racist? She'll take it
I
off.
need to
So-
check.
Shit.
Can this stuff, aside from the void, I assume the void board cannot, can this stuff all get packed down and fit into a 6-foot cube?
No, I do not believe so. A 6-foot cube?
It says
That's
it can hold
pretty
up to
big.
50 bulk.
Yeah. Then yeah.
6 feet? That's...
Is this the pocket the Gib has?
No, I have got one.
Oh, nice.
It,
The
at one point
void-
had a lot of just biomass
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
The void thing. The void
You
pocket.
just and you just run through the
With a
room and
no-
just scoop
no-
As Gibbs
everything
like
up.
to say, Echo's hole.
Oh,
You
yeah.
put it in your hole. And as you jam your hole full of your newfound items,
Sir.
because it is 8:15, this is a great place for us to take a break. We are going to step away for just a moment. There is a countdown on your screen over there. We will be back at the end of it to finish out our session. We'll see you then. And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, we were playing Starfinder and you're watching. There we go. When we left off, this party... Sorry, I have
Gum.
Fisherman's friend? Gummy?
a Sour Patch watermelon, and because it's sour, we can't just talk through it like I thought I was planning on. When we left off, you had defeated a pair of Mamer ghouls, these mechanical constructs, along with a pair of turrets that had guarded this sort of ruined garden atrium. You had ascended up through a short lift and into a mechanical floor that had largely been hollowed out and removed, though Echo did find a series of emergency armor lockers that were relatively full. You then took the staircase up to the 4th floor, and as you do that, we come back into our session here, where all of you rise up to the floor that is now marked Learning Nexus and VI Center. You can see a number of other things, but there are a few scorch marks here that mar the wall and make some of the signage a little bit hard to see. On the inside of this space, there is no door. You can see there is just a pair of sort of suites that are on either the left or right side of this space. On the left side, a half-circular chamber takes up most of this floor. There is a door that at one point had a biometric scanner on it, but the door itself is now gone. And you can see the space within has a number of these chairs, each of which is shaped like an egg and currently closed. You can see there is just a huge table in this space, but otherwise, most of this chamber is empty. This seems to be a space of status. And then on the right-hand side, there is what is called in signage, the Deputy Relocation Electronic Actuation Machine Suite, Mark 1. The Dream Suite. You can see in this space, there is a large sort of element of almost like armored locker on the back of this space, maybe 80 to 100 feet away. You can see going down either side, there are just elements of like small rooms of machinery that likely house things like servers and things such as that. You can also see 6 large glass sort of tubes that have just shattered. You just see these sort of stems hanging from the bottom, but you can see the machinery that at one point would have projected virtual intelligence into these and allowed them to interface with people in this sort of community. All at once, and this is the first floor where the lights have all worked, they go out. You are plunged into darkness, and
guys.
then in the very distance, a single light turns on, maybe 120 feet away, almost summoning you to the very back of the Dream Suite.
I see a beacon.
You send out this sort of psychic projection. What is the range on that?
60.
With 60 feet, it kind of stretches out and out and out. And you can see first off and to the left, within the commune council chamber, there is no entities over here. Off and to the right, in the Dream Suite, there is no entities here, at least 60 feet up. Would a visual perspective be helpful?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to
Well,
know
he's
where
gonna turn on his
Andy
flashlight
is.
on his comms wrist.
Oh, you're turning your flashlight on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Take this away.
You also have a psychic projection of everything now.
And I'll need a little space also.
Androids have dark vision. Exceptional vision.
It's low light vision.
I guess, yeah, that's true. In this, it's low light vision, you're right.
What is this? This looks like a map in the making.
If that is a finished map that was used for D&D.
A Finnish map?
Sir,
Yeah,
why?
a map of
I've
Finland.
never been to Finland.
That's what you think. Billy's traveled.
Statistically,
To
it may
Finland?
not even exist.
Billy has traveled. You don't know that?
Not to Finland.
Sounds like a fictional place like Arizona.
Dimensional rifts. How do you
It's
think
actually
York
just
is
a
made?
land of fins. Like,
Yeah, it's
just-
Finland.
yeah,
It's a theme park.
like fish fins.
Just the fins, though.
I think that's where all the storybook characters go
Rebus.
when they end, where it just says Finn.
Oh. That's its mirror universe.
So gently lower it. Here.
Stole my shit.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Oh, love that. You are all an additional 30 feet off the map in that direction.
Cool.
Love
That
first.
central sort of steel pillars that rise up, and you can see a little bit on the combat cam. You'll be able to see it in much greater detail at AlberonRPG if people take pictures. Little slide. There you go. You can see that central series of supporting columns continue, so there's at least 2 more that go towards you. There are more of these kind of rooms, though they're in much worse shape closer to you. Almost all of the components have been pulled out of those rooms. Here, there are still a few that remain. You can see there are shipping containers that have been pushed in to create sort of a pinch right in the middle of this space. That you could, there is about 20 feet above them, you could just go straight over top. But this is what you are seeing. And Echo, at least 30 feet onto this map, there is no living being, there is no ghostly entities, there is no psychic projections, and I think that's all that shows you.
Like basically presences.
Yeah.
That are not under complete cover.
Correct.
Spice goes towards where the candy was.
Where the candy?
What candy?
Candy.
Sweets. Didn't you say sweets?
Like the suite.
Right.
Like
Oh.
hotel suite.
Oh, you. Oh.
Dream suite.
Spice goes towards the sweets.
Okay, you can go towards this one.
No, she doesn't do that. If there's
Well,
not actual candy,
We're
then
gonna
I don't
have to
care.
go in that direction.
It's like, oh, because
anyway.
it's a haunted house. It's sweets.
Yeah,
Spice thinks there's
candy.
candy.
I love that.
It's like
that's
fucking
like
Hansel and
very
Gretel.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh man.
The
English language was not my
It's a
strong
hard
point.
one. It's a hard one.
We decided to just F with the world with that language.
We did.
Can we? So I guess I imagine we're gonna start moving, right?
I mean, we're very visible. We have a flashlight.
That's true.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start heading towards the spot, but I'm not going to like, get fucking trapped or anything. I'm going because I want to see as we're getting closer. Does it seem like
You should turn off your flashlight.
Oh,
theory's holding up so far?
okay.
So in
Why?
the context of sort of this idea that there's a system here that's kind of siphoning all the energy and stuff, I still don't understand what the goal of it would be other than to exist.
So
right now.
you're walking forward slowly while making an insight check?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, a sense motive check.
Yeah,
okay.
a sense motive
Make a
check, I
sense
guess.
motive check.
If we are surrounded by darkness and there are enemies or constructs seeking to murder us, a bright light in the darkness is a beacon.
Bubba's gonna like kind of move his hand close to himself, like he doesn't want to give his flashlight away. But
You can keep the flashlight, just keep it off.
but
And Echo just like turns their eye brightness up just a little bit and it's like, would you like a guide?
Bubba's gonna reach out his hand to grab Echo's hand.
Echo like takes his arm and puts his hand on their shoulder so that they can like have hands available to move.
Bubs will turn off his flashlight.
Okay. You put your trust in Echo, you turn off your flashlight, and the thin beams of light from Echo's eyes offer you almost no visibility. Bubbles, you're basically blinded here. But you see this single light in the distance, and that provides just a little sliver of illumination to look forward to.
I'm sorry if I'm a little sweaty. My armpits get really sweaty, and
Bubbles.
my I get a sweat mustache even though I don't have any hair.
Now,
I
Echo,
swear it's
you
like a
can't
mustache.
feel sweat, but your body has galvanic response to it, and so you can feel that Bubbles is indeed
There's like
sweaty.
a little tingle that like salt is being introduced
Yeah.
into your environment.
corrosion warning.
It is good that you are on guard. It's likely that we're going to face greater opposition.
I don't like ghosts.
I think it's
It's
a big
not a ghost.
anglerfish bulb, and what it's gonna do is it's going to reveal a bunch of teeth. So I think we should spread out so it can't get us all at once.
I think we should be quiet as we move through this quiet maze.
I don't want to spread out. That's how people get hurt when people go off together.
Stay together.
Oh, you're right. All the scary movies
Be
people
on
break
guard.
up.
It's likely that we're going to face more opposition as we continue.
Righto, straight ahead.
Spice begins to just march straight ahead. With your sense motive, it's a good idea. And you watch as Spice makes good decisions in a linear path.
We're all staying as a group.
Staying as a group.
Following.
We should do the
Keeping
Scooby-Doo
watch.
walk. We're
Once
all
we-
like behind each other.
That is for sure
Make a
what we're
stealth check.
doing. Is we're doing the Scooby.
Everybody
sneak.
make a stealth check.
We're all
This is
doing
now a
this.
Group stealth check.
The group Scooby sneak.
The only bad part about the
Gonna
Scooby
wait to
sneak
see how
is
you
the person
guys
in
do
front
before I
walks into a
decide to
wall,
use
and then we
my
all end up walking into a
reroll.
wall and make a sandwich.
15.
37.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay, cool. I also got a 15.
Natural 20 for a total of.
No, I have to check.
Ooh. Spooky.
I could use my reroll if I have to, but
Bubs
the
is
natural
following
Oh, I guess I
Echo,
could too.
and in
I don't
Echo's
want to use it for
footsteps.
this because I feel like we're about
18.
to die.
18.
So
Oh, man.
There's a minus.
You're
So
negative
natural 20
sneaky,
counts as
goddammit.
2 successes for this group skills
Oh, wait,
check.
there's a sneak check?
Yes.
I rolled a natural 20 and
Stealth.
stealth. Where did you get negative?
You,
You
said
said
18.
it.
Who said it?
How is that negative?
I don't know.
Are you
You're the
adding
one who's saying
18?
this.
Plus 18?
No, it's plus 10 because I thought it was perception.
Okay,
but,
28.
So, no, it would be 20 plus 10, so 30.
30.
Where's this
Okay.
negative coming from?
Because you said 18.
You said it. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be adding?
I don't
You
know.
don't know. You were the one that said the number, so we just
Oh, okay.
assumed. So, with a 30, that is technically a failure. A natural 20 is
Okay.
still a success.
Okay.
Ah,
It does not carry 2 successes as it normally would.
damn, we're getting covered.
Every single one of you fails on those checks.
Wait, 37 failed?
Oh, yes.
Damn. Yeah, because we're in Monster House. It already knows.
We're
For what it's
Now-
worth, the DC on that was 44.
Oh,
In this moment,
I could have made it.
the light in the distance shuts off, and Bubbles, you are plunged into darkness for just a moment before 4 lights go on. One spotlighting each of you.
Spice poses.
Echo, once if we've reached, have we reached the 30 foot in of here where
Yeah.
Spice is? Okay, Echo pings one more time.
You ping out one more time, and in this moment, you do recognize some symbols, but you recognize something else as well. In either of these sides, actually, let me go grab some minis here.
Also, everyone else sees this. It's shared amongst the team.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the infiltration assist. It assists as we infiltrate.
Through here, with that open doorway and some open window units,
Ooh.
you can see a very
Indeed.
large, very strangely shaped mechanical figure,
So leggy.
and you see one kind
Retreat
of lurking
times
there.
2.
They are quite leggy. They are quite long of limb. And what you can tell from these sort of well-resoluted scans is that you know the sort of bladed prosthetics that individuals have, their entire body is like elements of that. And as they shift and move a little bit, one kind of steps back. You can see the limbs themselves almost kind of curve and slide, and they are incredibly mobile. Even just a step kind of pulls them almost 10 feet back.
Can we do something in this moment?
Yeah.
Bubs is going to cower behind Echo and make a singular spotlight.
Okay. You cower behind Echo.
These things, we see them now.
You do.
There are just the 2, but we're being spotlit.
You are. For
Is
the
this a
moment, it feels
test?
as if they are lurking and waiting. They don't necessarily know that you know where they are, but they are certainly aware of your position.
Do they look similarly constructed to the things
That's
below?
posing.
Okay. Easy. That's a free action. And yes, they look similarly constructed to those turrets. They look similarly constructed to many of these very strange, almost purpose-built entities.
This is giving me like elite guards vibes here. Like we're getting close to whatever they're trying to guard. whatever is trying to guard whatever's here.
Alright, let's kill him. Get to the treasure.
But I don't understand. Like, it feels like it's almost a test right now with the spotlights and stuff.
I accept your
Shades.
challenge.
Shade's just kind of thinking about the theory that he's had going.
So anybody else doing anything? You've kind of
Spice
paused in this moment.
Starts to strut around in the circle just to see if the
Are there any?
the light follows her.
So, are you still dressed as a ghost?
Yeah, let's say she is.
So, in a tarp now, Spice just begins to walk in a circle. You hear the click, click, click of heels. Nothing seems to happen.
Sashay!
Spice, what are you doing?
So,
I'm in the spotlight, honey.
if it's an immunoresponse type thing where we're a virus and it's trying to prevent us, I'm trying to think if there's a way to like imprint the data that would make
Echo,
us
as you approach.
Echo has put all their weapons away and is just going like this.
Sure.
And
Like,
if Bubs is
that,
gonna
but from the like
would you follow Echo?
mechanical
Bubs would do the same thing.
online level, because I think that there's something technologically magic almost here. That's what
Technomancer.
Matt is wondering. So
I would say you had made a sense motive check previously.
yeah.
That
So
sort of
it's
precludes
kind of
a
like
lot
going
other-
off of that, but
Yeah.
like
Echo does this, and Bubs like instinctively follows, and Bubs is just gonna just say, "Echo, do you know how like they
it's
say like
almost like passive.
do you know how they say like
subcortex.
some people when they lose some of their senses that the other senses get stronger?
That has been disproven.
Well, in my case, it's real because let me tell you, I'm a super fearer, and my fear is like super strong right now.
I'm gonna take out the scraps of raw UPB that I have,
Hello.
and I'm gonna walk forward with those just in my hand.
So three of the party now walking forwards, unarmed, hands up, and then
Yeah.
this is the worst Thanksgiving offering of all time. Shade with a handful of loose UPB that were left behind in the
Well,
hopper.
I'm testing a theory.
No problem. Everybody's testing a theory right now.
Yeah,
There's a lot
everyone's
of
got
theories that
different
are being
theories.
tested.
Yeah.
You all
Spice is like,
stride
showtime!
meaningfully into this kind of courtyard-like space. As you do, the lights shut off behind you.
Damn it!
Shut on in front of you, kind of following you as you move. Off and then on and then off and then on.
Hello.
Almost leading you in.
She poses every
Hello.
time the light comes on.
You walk straight into the center
Hello.
of this courtyard saying hello with your
Hello.
hands up, and you are not attacked. And then again, you hear a similar sound to the one that you had heard outside and below. The doors shut behind you.
Hello.
And Echo, you feel like you have walked hands up, completely weaponless, into the center of a very poorly designed trap. And everybody
Okay.
can go ahead and roll for initiative as you hear on either side of you very quickly the scrape of metal and the initiation of action. Ooh, we love this. Okay. So let me change the music around here just a little bit. Okay. So for initiative, anybody natural 20?
Nope.
Okay. Give me 1 second. And then anybody 25 to 20?
22.
22 for Shade. Okay. Anybody 20 to 15?
16.
Okay. 16 for Bubbles. 15 to 10?
10 for Spice.
10.
14.
Ooh, 14 for Echo.
I rolled a 2.
I heard it go in jail.
You did.
Spice. Okay, so the way that this works, at the very top of the round, an entity will go. After the entity, Shade will go. Then a different entity will go. Then Bubbles. Then Echo. And then Spice. So, at the very top of the round, the first entity is going to hold all of its actions, I believe. Give me just 1 moment. You're going to hold all their actions. That brings us to Shade.
Oh. So we came up to like this column here?
Yeah, right about there. Anywhere within, I would say 10 feet of that, it's fine.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna total defense.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move further in and see. I'm gonna just like move around to here. Have these reacted at all?
They're beginning to move, and almost certainly they are in the process of reacting to your presence.
Okay. Combat tracking both of them.
Okay.
And total defense.
You combat track on both of them. That picks up these are entities. That brings us to these creatures. So these offensive blade platforms are going to spin up, and they are going to streak out towards you, Shade.
Good
You have
thing.
taken total defense, which is great. We love that for you. The first couple steps on these bladed, curved feet are a little bit slow, and they slide on steel, but they become almost spring-like, with each step carrying them across further and further distances. They clear 55 feet in no problem whatsoever, and then they move, and you can see the hands detach. Similar to those fingers, they are longer than they appear, but these are fists, just these big hunks of steel, and a jolt of electricity goes through them down these arms as they begin to twist at the waist, almost like bubbles, spinning these electrified flails in a wild circle. Shade, they're both going to take multi-attacks against you.
Cool.
They are flanking you.
They get flanking?
Huh?
They don't get flanking in Starfinder, do they?
These are troops. They have troop immunities,
fuck.
they have troop attacks. and
Oh,
they certainly
fuck, I'm
do.
gonna get fucked up.
So,
guys.
the first one... Ooh, yes. The first one is a 34 to hit.
That's a Mitsubishi with the +4.
There you go. So with that 34, this first electrified flail slams into you. And it deals relatively minor amount of damage, considering what it could do with a total of 38 points of electrical damage.
Damn.
As this
Probably gonna go
cracks
down.
into your chest, bolts of electricity jolt away from your body. They go into the ground, into the machinery around you. You see little lights and little fans just whir on in the ambient electronics, and parts of the machinery fall off of the column in the center of the floor proper. And you can see they begin to almost pull themselves into this being that is just spinning and slamming you with this thing again and again and again. But that is that first one. With the second one, that is only going to be a 26 against your EAC.
Miss.
And so this just, when already taking one shot, you are able to deflect out of the way.
Total defense.
That is both of those creatures. Their weapons, for what it's worth, Jade, you being somebody who pays attention to such things, seem integrated into their bodies. But that is the offensive blade platforms. That brings us to Bubbles.
Bubbles is going to magnet hammer to his hand,
Okay.
return it to his return function, and he is going to step out besides of Echo, and he's going to do a run-up charge attack.
Okay. You take out this hammer. You can see these creatures attacking Shade. They are spinning in the way that you spin to attack. This is a familiar technique to you. So go ahead, make your attack
And I'm
roll.
doing a straight-up
Beyblade's
stab
bad.
with the
Absolutely.
hammer. That's a 19 plus
That is certainly going to
21.
hit. Yeah, that hits. That's a 40.
Let's see. Ooh, I rolled good. 10 plus 7 or 1. So 1, so it's 11. Plus 8 is 19. Plus 8 is 27. Plus 6 is 33. Plus 21 is 54.
54 points of damage. You crunch into this creature, and instantly you take a chunk out of it. You can see parts of it just burst off, but crawl back up from the floor onto its being and continue to build momentum with the spin. You can see the head turns, and though it has no eyes, the sensor suite oriented in your direction. Anything else, Bubbles?
I'm not so scared of you.
Okay, you say that. You're not sure how convinced you are, but that brings us to Echo.
So the mini says office.
Mhm.
Does the reality say office?
The mini?
Like the terrain
terrain.
says office right here.
Oh, no, sorry. There's no
Okay.
sign. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, though, that is steel, and what your projection revealed in there is that there is nothing that penetrates waves through that very, very hard steel.
And there is an opening.
Correct.
I have a theory. And Echo goes to go check on the theory.
Okay. You rush in. Yeah, go ahead. Pull that open.
Wait, Echo, I thought we weren't going to go off.
And as you enter this space, you can see there are a rack of these creatures that you are currently fighting out there. Probably 5 or 6 of them. And in the very back, half of one that is currently being printed level by level quite rapidly. You can see also as you turn your head, you can pull the rest of those roofs off. Now spinning up and beginning to sit up, a massive Harbinger Robotics Ord bot, very similar to one that you had fought a very long time ago in a laser arcade arena, though this one does seem to have a tremendous amount of machinery and raw material welded and attached onto it.
Yep, it's all coming together.
And you can see it is beginning to sit up. You can see one arm moving as if to reach and lift the entire roof off the structure. You can see there are all kinds of weapons that are coming online, emanating out from the shoulder pads. You can see not one, but 2 starship-sized weapons. You can see what looks like on each hand, the fists kind of cracking together, and there is a crackling, almost void that surrounds them. This is a massive entity that will likely be one of the more powerful creatures that you have encountered so far. But that is what you see, Echo.
Oh. That server bay is there, though, right?
Correct.
It's not?
It is.
From this distance, without making any kind of check, just a cursory glance, does it look like the exact same type of, like, civilian grade model that was...
No, this is a Harbinger Robotics server. This has been placed down in an angle at which shows that it was not integrated into this to begin with. As you cross the threshold of this doorway, can you first make a reflex saving throw?
Hate that for me. All my dice are in jail. All my Echo dice are in jail. Let me rephrase.
That's okay.
Okay, apparently it just doesn't want to roll with Echo dice today. Okay, it's fine. That's a 27.
With a 27. Give me 1 second. That's really close. That is a success.
Hey.
You step on and set off a landmine that crackles with electricity that you know is designed to take inorganic beings such as yourself and immobilize them.
Oh.
And you are able to just leap away from that effect. This does also trigger the held action of the Mother May I unit. And you see one of these stellar cannons from the shoulder continue and finish whirring up. And it takes a single shot against you.
I hate that for
As
me.
it does, everything within the space suddenly glows bright, and you can feel the air is sucked in, pulling you just a little bit closer.
Oh.
You can see this entire creature like steels itself for this blow, and they take a single shot with this attack. That's almost certainly going to hit. That is a 44.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Get my D12s out here.
It's a starship weapon.
It's the size of a starship weapon. It doesn't do 10 times the amount.
Oh, okay.
Don't get too excited. It does a lot of damage.
That was, hey, not times 10 if you're reaching for D12s, though.
Is it this guy?
Yeah.
25, 36.
Crossing the barrier triggers down.
Yeah, the trap man.
You are taking 59 points of piercing damage as this glows and then brings all of the oxygen in before releasing a superheated jet 5 feet out behind it and then erupting a single projectile straight through your leg. It goes straight through your thigh, leaving a roughly 4-inch wide hole, almost the entire thing just dangling off in this moment. You imagine a critical hit could likely sever that completely, but that is the lone held action, yeah.
My leg's still operational?
It is still operational.
Okay.
However, this is
4
certainly
inches is a lot.
this is certainly capable of a severe wound.
Great. Love that for me. Cool.
All right, that was the held action.
Echo's gonna continue on their path of non-violence and attempt to say hello checking for countermeasures first.
Okay, make a computers check.
Are you over here now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're already there. Dang.
25?
With a 25, as you attempt to interface this electronically,
Make another reflex saving throw.
Whenever you would trigger a system's countermeasure while hacking that system, there is a 50% chance that you
Echo.
manage to lose it.
this is not a system.
Wow.
It's an
trip.
intelligence.
In the same way that an android is not a system, this almost
So great.
entire machinery sort of based thing is a living entity.
Hello.
You say hello out loud. It continues
No.
to boot up
Hello.
electronically.
Hello to brain.
There is no sort of like penetration through this kind of entity. This creature seems very heavily shielded against electronic signals. It is not a computer system in and of itself, though it is a android-like entity. You, Echo, have encountered this one other time. There is a feeling similar to that of being or interfacing with the director. This is artificial intelligence.
Aww.
Can Echo ping the director?
From where you currently are, you cannot.
Damn!
When that door closed behind you, it seems to have locked you into this
Locked the
space
signals.
in a electronic way as well.
Echo starts looking around for any lights to indicate like sensors or cameras.
Okay. You look around, and in this space, there is not a whole lot of sensors or cameras. Again, much of the machinery that was native to this place has been stripped away and repurposed.
Not looking for anything native, I guess.
Yeah.
And looking for something that this thing could use to sense.
You haven't seen anything so far.
And then Echo would kind of like hang out to the group. I've found some of them. Defense might be the best option. It is afraid of us.
You say that. Anything else, Echo?
Also, we are going to die.
Fair enough. A little truth rings through at the end. That brings us to Spice. You hear Echo say that they found some. Defense might be a good option, and also you're all gonna die.
I found them, not
Found
some.
them.
Oh. Wow. Great news. Glad to hear it. Didn't the director have a body of sorts that was organic in the bottom of the ship, or am I remembering incorrectly?
There were corpses in the bottom of the ship, but there was
No.
no organic body in the bottom of the ship. There was a core.
But there's no organic matter.
There's no
to
way
that?
to interface with the core directly. You just have to like hug it out. Echo hugs it out.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. Echo hugs it out.
We had to
The
fight
director
this.
does not have a biological body.
Oh, okay. But does it have like a mass or something, or is it
You
just
don't know?
the ship? Well, it must have a brain somewhere around here. So Spice is going to wander into one of these buildings.
Okay.
So we're just gonna avoid the fact that I'm getting eviscerated.
Yeah, here.
Didn't Bub's first thing he says, guys, let's not split up these horror movies?
So where are you going, Spice?
I was looking to see if I could talk
Well,
to
I can't get all like you're over here, you're over here. I can't heal all y'all, so I'm gonna go.
It's a kid!
Yeah, I remember episode
I
5
can
or
only make it
4.
over here. Well, actually, this is. Can I take that back. Which one do I want to go in?
You tell me.
It goes all the way over there, but they're fast. So they'll go over here. So 1, 5, 10. Okay. There we go.
Okay, you make your way into the space, and as you round the corner, you round just in time to see Shade get absolutely like eviscerated by these spinning, whirling, slamming like electrified flails, and then there is as a massive explosion happens somewhere in the space beyond, and then Echo messages that you are all going to die, seemingly related.
So Spice, just like everybody sees it, she just kind of shrugs and then walks kind of over this way. But then Shade, you'll just like feel her psychic presence, and she'll look behind you or behind herself and wink, and I'm going to kiss it better. But I guess you do your sense motive plus 5. So you roll a d20, sense motive plus 5, because she's pretending that she's not going to heal you by walking away.
Do I get the
For androids, yes, you do.
androids thing?
Yes, you do.
No. Do I need to fail?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. I thought I needed to get high rolls. Then
No.
that's like an 8.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm
you...
really good at sense motive, and I
Well,
rolled really
This is
well.
like custom made for a team with 2 androids.
Yeah, so you get 4d8 of healing.
Nice. Stamina?
Temporary hit points.
Oh, nice. Are you rolling it?
Yeah.
And so
21 points of temporary hit points.
as Spice walks away from you, turns and winks, you are filled with rage, really, from Spice's insolence and lack of assistance, and that transforms into temporary hit points.
Sorry, it's a little bit more than that.
Oh.
Not by a piddling amount.
Hey, I like piddling amounts.
It's
Every little bit
26,
counts.
actually.
Hey,
5
every
more.
little bit counts. Plus 5. I hope it becomes very useful.
So, Spice, anything else?
That's everything I can do.
That
Cinema
brings
Q is invisible.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round and to the Mother May I. This entity is going to fully stand up, and for those of you on the other side, you see first the ceiling buckle slightly, and then painfully the metal kind of bends. And Echo, you see the shoulders hit, the head kind of tilts, and then all at once this creature stands fully, and the ceiling just erupts, peeling back. There's just elements that fall.
Into the wall, and it's like, I don't want to hurt anybody.
You can
or
see
be hurt.
both of these kind of stellar cannons point towards you, but being so close, they simply pull one of their huge fists back. This void hammer, as they swing forwards in a punch, is going to attempt to strike you, Echo. That is only going to be a 36 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, give me 1 second. I have to pull out all my dice.
I hate that for me.
5. Thought I got enough. 8. I did.
So its head sticking out of the roof now?
It is. Its head and its upper torso, in fact. Okay. 22, 25, 33, 36. Echo, you are taking from this fist an even 60 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that was 1 higher than what I...
Unfortunate. They slam this fist into you, and you are just rocketed back. As that knocks you unconscious, you fail the reflex saving throw, and you are just line drived into the back of the wall. That does put you right in front of the door, where you collapse, and luckily, you have already triggered the landmine that is right there. You collapse onto the floor directly in front of that doorway. And you do not hear, though the rest of you hear vaguely an electronic voice crackle out. Echo, you are too unconscious to make out the words. This creature turns now, and you can see a featureless, sleek metal head regarding all of you. You can see these cannons begin to pivot on its shoulders, but that is its turn. That brings us to Shade.
Look at a dying breath.
So the roof here is still
Maybe.
intact, but it's like busted through just in this area.
You can see the shoulders and the head now pointing out, the cannons now swinging over.
Do I see these?
No, you do not.
I jump away. Can I?
Two attacks
I
of
guess-
opportunity.
No. I was thinking more about if I could like guarded step, but that doesn't work. I guess I'm kind of stuck here. I want to shocking overload. Yeah, shocking overload this guy.
Okay.
So it's I think, well, it's a reflex save if it's like the turrets before.
It is. And that's not a great reflex save for it. For a grand total of 24.
That is a 14. That is a success.
Okay.
So it is taking, I believe, the half damage.
Okay.
Or no, it's the one that was negated.
Gotcha.
So,
There you go.
um,
Unable to do it. This is a massively powerful entity. Whatever it is, a sweeping amount of intelligence behind it, and more importantly, it is quick.
I am going to take a guarded step, I guess, in this direction to like this side of it, so that I'm facing the one with Bubs.
Okay, the second that you take a step closer to this entity, these creatures immediately pivot their attention towards you. If you didn't have it before, you feel their attention shift to you now.
Cool. And I think, that's it for me.
Okay. So that is your turn. That brings us to these blade units. One is going to follow you. Oh, it doesn't have to.
Who's gonna get Echo?
So, oh, none. Shade, as you near this structure, it is
gonna
like
have to get
these
the
two
builds up.
entities
Yeah.
react
I can't get her up.
significantly aggressively
Nope.
to your approach. First, they are going to each take their attacks.
Can't really get away.
With their angles, they no longer benefit from their flanking ability. This does, however, give them, for the first one, a
Can't Echo get themselves up?
28 to hit.
Like everyone
That's
can,
a
like,
miss.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then the second one, terrible at 21 to hit.
Also a miss.
And so again, they swing this electronic flail. It goes straight over your head. It goes straight into the space that you just occupied, but neither is able to hit you in this moment. That is both of the blade, offensive blade platforms. That brings us to Bubbles.
Bubbles is going to. I'm not scared of you. You're gonna be scared of me. And Bubbles is gonna like Super Saiyan turn on his Raffle Warrior. Like around him, you can see like the bubble starts becoming translucent in this like very very dark area, and he's going to get his hammer and go like this, and he's going to how far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll get up 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll strike it.
Okay. You fly over top, rising up to this
spring
element.
attack.
Are you landing on the kind of broken wall?
I'm gonna be floating.
Okay, so you float up there.
I'm gonna be floating here actually.
Okay.
Do you want the...
It's fine. We can just say I'm here.
Yeah.
And this will be a spring attack. That's an 18
It's like a 40.
plus
39.
21.
So 39.
39.
That is a hit.
Okay. Okay. 9 is 18. 18, 23, 26. 26 plus 21 is 47.
47 points of
And
damage.
an ally was hit, so you add 7 to make it 54.
54.
Nice.
54 points of damage.
Plus,
You
plus frenzy, so 5 more, so
59 total. You slam into this creature, and there is a slight bend in the metal. You pull away, and it just kind of pops out and begins to pop out. It begins to instantly fix itself, but that is a full amount of damage that you would expect. Anything else? It's you imagine it has a regenerative property for sure.
The fuck?
You can see elements of the metal from the floor and the torn away ceiling already just reabsorbing into this creature.
All right, Bubs falls back down to the ground.
Okay,
Free
you
action.
fall back down to the ground. That is your turn. That brings us to Echo.
Resolve points.
You use a resolve point to stabilize yourself, and Echo, you are no longer dying in the corner, just a little dead. That brings us to Spice.
Spice going to casually walk into this.
Casually,
See-
wow.
Yeah, sure. Pull off the roof for that building. One of the
fucking
things that
nothing in
you
it!
notice on the inside is just tarps swirling around in the air that you create.
Okay, 5.
This is like the worst. Let's make a deal.
Wow, that blows.
What's behind toy number 2?
I can't. I can't break up my movement. She's gonna turn around, pull that gun off her back, and take a shot at Brigitte.
Yeah, make your attack against Brigitte.
Wish me luck.
Who's Brigitte?
She was
It's
the tall, skinny lady, but
from
she's
the
a-
dot hack computer game arc.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, here
Everything
we
that
go.
Has
She
computer
go,
games that you
go,
live
go,
in,
go,
it is dot
go.
hack for me.
17.
That is a miss. You fire and it just
Okay,
goes
I give up on
wide.
guns. This is stupid.
Anything else, Spice?
Nope.
That brings us to the top of the round and to this Mother May I.
Oh, actually,
Yes. What's that? Swift action. Activate. Not in the face.
Not in the face, okay. You kind of pull yourself against the wall, trying to cower as much as you can. This does bring us to the Mother May I drone. So, they now have both of their stellar cannons active. They don't know that Echo has stabilized. And they... Where is my template?
Can it see me from where I am?
Doesn't matter as it turns out.
It's
Oh no.
the whole monster house.
Yes, I understand that, but
ghosts.
So it's
Apparently
going
you
to do
don't.
you guys a
Alright,
bit of a
alright, chill
favor,
out.
as it turns out. It is going to fire with both of its
Oh, nice.
stellar cannons
It's gonna
in a
kill us.
column. It will hit you, Bubbles, and
But I
it
have
will
cover.
hit you, Shade,
Yeah, we do
these
have cover.
twin link stellar cannons. Cover does not matter for a blast weapon.
okay, fair enough.
And it will hit these two blade offensive platforms as well. It rolls a single attack for all of these. And actually, technically, it has to target one person, so it is going to target Shade, who is the closest. Shade.
Technically, Bubbles is closer, but
Who is Bubbles closer?
I am closer.
yeah, because he was up here.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
Yeah.
Bubbles, this will be against you.
Let's do it.
This is going to be 41 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so everybody is hit.
Including spies?
No,
No,
everyone.
everybody in that blast. Give me 1 second to roll damage here.
What kind of weapon is this?
This is a stellar cannon.
So
Ooh.
energy.
Yeah.
No, this is piercing.
Oh, piercing.
Oh,
right.
good, nice. I'm
It's-
wicked good against piercing.
Good.
It's something. This is going to be 47.
Minus 15.
So 58 points of piercing damage. That is to Shade, that is to Bubbles, that is to both of these offensive blade units as well.
4 SP.
And the one that is hit, temporary hit points is before everything, I think.
I think it's stamina, then temporary hit points, and
second.
then hit points.
It shouldn't matter with this amount because it's going away
You
anyway.
are correct. You are correct.
She has the book open.
I'm looking at injury and death.
I wonder why.
So a massive amount of damage. It rips through all of these entities. That 58 points of damage, or sorry, 50. Yeah, 58 points of damage to all of you. It hits both of those blades, and the one that had already taken that big attack previously from Bubbles is looking kind of hurt. But aside from that, that is this creature's
Is
attack.
this destroyed?
Yes, yeah, I'll say that's destroyed.
you
you
can't
can't pull
take
that
it
out
off.
because it's attached to the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
but
I made
that
that.
wall is just ripped down, and so there's now just a wide open hole right in front of this space. Through this now, Shade, you can see that behind this entity there is heavily reinforced Harbinger robotics server units. This seems to be what this creature, and perhaps all of these creatures, are vehemently defending. But that is this entity's turn. That brings us to Shade.
So Shay's in a not great spot. But seeing this server, Spice did say we got to find this thing's brain, and that to a point is kind of true. And it seems like right now this Harbinger server is probably that interface. But I'm thinking back to the last time we dealt with the Harbinger
What are you doing?
robots. I want to exocortex attempt to
Make a computer check.
interface with this, with my bypass. That's a 37.
Is there anything that you can do to add to that?
I think I can reroll. I'm gonna use my reroll.
Okay.
That's lower. So 37.
With a 37, you are not able to overcome, just completely raw, the overwhelming sort of shifting presence that's behind this. This is like a living machine that is constantly readjusting itself, and you can glimpse through it. You got close. You got within 3, you would imagine, but unable to crack this veil. You can see behind it, there is elements that would allow you to potentially stun or stagger all of the robotic entities that are under this sort of central control. But with a 37, just a little shy. That is your exocortex.
Yeah. The question is, yeah, I think I kind of have to, because if I take any more hits, I'm probably going to go down. So I don't think I'm going to have another opportunity. I'm going to use my regular standard action to make another attempt.
Go for it.
Not a natural 20, but
Damn it.
That's a 45.
With a 45, not only do you defeat this, you do so by 5 points, and that tells you not only are you able to defeat this firewall and breach into this heavily secured series of servers, you can see that there are 3 nodes immediately accessible, and one of them, you actually get all of the names of them with that 5 succeeding by 5 or more. You can see the first one is computerized systems, and this is a massive node. This connects to at least another dozen nodes beyond there. There's another one in the central of that is Harbinger robotics. And then the third one is emergency security override. And you can access any one of those nodes on this turn with that 45.
God. I have a feeling it's going to be a trap, but Shade would not, so I'm going to use the emergency security override.
You trigger the emergency security override. Roll a d4.
Okay.
Yeah. 2.
Give me 1 second here.
Oh no.
I take 2 deaths.
2 damage.
How many of your looms are original? Like to Shade as a character, not obviously they're all robotic, but like stock.
I think just the already lost arm.
Damn. Because in this moment, as you are able to touch the
I
emergency
guess
override,
the legs are technically stock. Still.
you watch as this creature and the 2 offensive blade platforms are stunned for 2 turns.
These 2?
What?
Those
dope.
2 and the large one
shit.
in the center, touching the emergency override designed to allow Harbinger tech's precious seconds to reach the physical processes and shut them down, has stunned all of the robotic entities on this floor.
Damn.
For 2 rounds.
Oh, nice.
You can already feel within this system the robotic brain scrambling defenses and beginning to build itself back up. After these 2 rounds, that DC will be higher. But you have 2 rounds of which this creature is stunned. Stunned in Starfinder means they drop any weapon that they're holding. So that fist, technically a weapon, drops from the sort of hand, hits the ground with the thud of a black hole striking this ground. It is like the metal just bends in underneath it. And it cannot take any actions and is flat-footed.
Nice.
So that is your turn, Shade. It's action exocortex.
Action exocortex. I guess now that I've done that, I have a move action. I'm going to reposition myself better.
Okay.
I want to get physically close to examine this from not only the computer perspective, but the engineering perspective now to try and... We have 2
You
rounds.
fly over the
Yeah.
wall, aware of this. Are you communicating that to the rest of your team?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I've disabled the systems for roughly 12 seconds. There's something here.
That brings us to these two offensive blade platforms. They pivot in place, both turning helplessly to watch Shade reorient themselves, but that is all that they can do. That is one of their stun turns. That brings us to Bubbles.
Bubs is going to take this moment to just destroy this machine in front of him.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Bubs is
It's in
going
rough
to
shape.
basically just look at it and go, I'm sick of all of this. I'm sick of this house. I'm sick of you. I just want to go home. And Bubs is going to basically go up and do.
Aren't you prone?
No, I just fell to the ground.
Oh.
And they currently have -2 to their AC as well.
Bubs is just going to just spin around his hammer and just go right, just John Henrying it right on his stomach.
Absolutely.
Spinning it around.
Go ahead,
The
make
first
your
attack.
attack roll.
And it's a triple attack. So 9 plus 17 is 26.
That is a hit.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, 9 plus 17. I mean, that's plus 17 is going to hit a lot of things.
Okay.
And these creatures do have -2 to their AC right now.
I'm attacking the big guy.
You're talking the big guy?
Yeah.
So that was a 29
Yeah.
with a -2 to its AC. That is a meets it beats it.
Wow, really, Joe? Okay.
That is a 31 KAC.
Okay, 5, okay, that's 10, 14, plus 20, hold on. No, it's just, 10, oh wait, hold on, 10, oh wait, no, that's not, 9, 16 plus, 21 is, 37.
38 points of damage.
An ally was hit, so we add 7, so that's 45, and then I'm frenzied, so it's 5, so 50.
Very nice. Give me 1 second to do my parallel math. And absolutely, you tear into this creature. It is stunned. You fly over the wall. The wall has been demolished. You just fly through the space and just slam the hammer into this creature. You feel it buckle for a moment. You get the sense that there are reactions that normally might have been able to take were not in this position. Anything else, Bubbles?
My 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Bubs is going to go up, pivoting himself, just for flavor. He's going to use the first attack to on the stomach and use that to launch himself up into the air. Then he's going to do a second one, just slash right into the hoarder/head.
Sure.
That's a 3 plus 17 is 20.
That is a miss.
Okay, close enough.
Okay.
So that's 5d10, so that's 5 plus 21 is 26, plus frenzy is
Another 5. So,
31.
yeah.
And then I don't have the ally hit, so just 31. And then last attack will be Bubs. He does it on the head, and then he lands on the ground, and then he just does the back with a blunt of the weapon to the foot.
Absolutely. Make that final attack.
That's a 6.
For a total of
It will be the same amount as last
27.
time.
27. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Close enough.
Close enough. You
So
close
same
enough
damage.
again. Same damage. You wail into this creature, and even missing, you are doing a sizable amount.
Yeah.
But that is your turn, Bubbles. That brings us to Echo.
Stay in the fight.
You,
One resolve point. I am at 1 HP.
you stand up and immediately fall back down. Your leg is basically detached, but you pop it back into the socket. That's the 1 HP that you have. It is holding you barely together.
Can I say something?
You certainly can.
Please, we are just here to ensure that the space is not dangerous. We have interacted with someone like you before, and we merely wish to inspect the space, not you. We did not know you were here.
All around you, it is like the metal vibrates, and you hear the voice not from this entity, but almost through the channeled reverberations tuned to a absolutely master point to allow it to sing through the building itself. And you can hear this entity speak as it says, I have met you all before. You have destroyed me once. You will
Harbinger.
not fool me again.
Yeah. It's the sentience from
From
Harbinger.
episode,
Right at the beginning. That's what
Yeah.
Wait,
Shade
what?
knew it.
And Echo,
Yeah.
you were not here for this.
That's
but
what I
you
said.
get the
Yeah.
sense that once more, your team's legacy has certainly impacted
Yeah.
this
Once you
moment.
said Mother May I was like, it can't be, but
There
then
was
it is.
nope. That's
Guys,
what I. Shade
I have to
knew
wait for
it.
the next round to say more.
Yes. Anything else, Echo?
I have to wait for the next round to say more.
You are in the fight. You have this creature's attention. That brings us to Spice.
Does it turn
Hey!
it to everyone or just?
Everybody hears it
Okay.
because it
In the
rings through the
entire
whole
building.
floor.
Okay.
But it's like featureless face directed towards Echo as they speak.
Hey, nice to meet you again. No hard feelings. But stop attacking my friends, please. And she's going
Episode
to,
4 was right.
again, casually just walk into the next room.
Okay. You casually walk into the next room, and lo and behold, when you pull the roof off this place, you'll
There's
see
nothing.
that, like the rooms before it, many things pulled away. It's like much of this floor has been cleared out entirely.
Fuck! But she does the same thing. She'll look over her shoulder at... Wait, where's Shade?
He's on the inside, but the whole wall is missing, so you can see
Oh,
shit.
okay, so on her way over, finger guns, Shade.
Is your range better for Echo, or if you can't reach Echo, then I'll take it. But
Well, I can't. No, Echo's all the way over here.
Yeah, Echo's
no,
too
I
far.
can't get Echo. I can get you.
okay, I mean,
Um,
I'll take it.
She finger guns, and you get a feeling like you're getting pointed in the nipples because you get a whole standard action.
Wait, what?
Everybody knows if Spice points at your nipples, you get a standard.
Yeah.
action. That's canon by now.
Yep.
Okay.
So you feel a boost in your capabilities for the next round. Anything else, Spice?
That is. She sends Cinema Q. She,
Why are my
actually,
nipples
Cinema
harder than
Q
usual?
drops on the ground and starts invisibly crawling towards Brigitte.
I'm imagining it's just rolling like a bottle. But yeah, no problem. It crawls in the direction of this offensive blade platform. For you, as you like sort of turn, you approach, you're trying as much as you can to try to find something in this space. You haven't found anything yet. You haven't captured this creature's attention either, for what it's worth. Anything else, Spice?
Nope.
All right, that brings us to the top of the round and to this entity. So, it is going to first engage fast healing and regenerate some of its
It's not
health.
stunned.
It is stunned. It is
Nice.
not going to do that. As a swift action, all it's going to do is creak and creak and creak and lift that hammer off the ground, but that's all that it can do. It is unable to vocalize or speak, but Echo, you can feel the metal shuddering underneath you as it almost groans. That is its turn. That brings us to Shade.
So, confirmed theory. Shade's
Shade, what are you doing?
happy about that, I guess.
Free action.
Now the issue is how to neutralize this AI, and I don't know. Can I like delve deeper into it? But I
Question on the
am-
node.
I guess the tact that I'm trying to take is Shade sees this entity as potentially the sort of thing that the Edict of Junk would very much be interested in helping and supporting.
Sure.
And so I want to try and impress upon the system that we genuinely aren't here to fuck it up. And there's a potentially mutually
Make a
beneficial.
diplomacy check.
You can attempt a diplomacy check. The thing that I want to contextualize is that you just heard this thing vocalized.
Yeah.
That you have all tried to kill it before.
Yeah.
It is not going to fall for your tricks
I
again.
guess I'm just.
So the DC is probably
Yeah.
pretty high.
I guess I'll just try to shut it down then. So I'm gonna continue to go further into some of the nodes.
All right, make a computer's check. Actually, so if you use your exocortex, first, which of those nodes are you using? You have two that are in front of you. You have the Harbinger robotics, and then you have the computerized systems.
I think the first major threat would be within computerized systems to just stop its defensive systems from, reactivating and attacking us?
Absolutely. So you first use your extracortex action to delve into the computerized systems, and there is hundreds. But you do see, very prominently displayed amongst them, things such as turrets. There are 16 turrets in total attached to the system. You have seen a total of, I believe, 6. You also see prominent amongst them 2 offensive blade platform units. You note that there are currently 4 that are in standby, and there is 1 that is activating. In this moment, however, you can see that those are a node in and of themselves. You can use an action manually to shut each one of those down individually.
Oh, okay.
So if you wish, with your standard action, you could shut one of these down.
Cool. And I still have the extra standard action.
Yes,
for
Correct.
spice. I don't see one for the larger system.
You do not.
Okay. I'll attempt to shut down the 2 that are currently active.
Okay. Make 2 computer checks, one at a time.
Okay.
1 for each.
Okay, cool. Nice, that's a 19 on the die. So that's going to be
Somebody just rolled a natural 20 already.
With that 46, one of these 2 offensive blade platforms instantly, the momentum of its flail as it shuts down instantly just causes it to ricochet off almost 20 feet into a corner and slam into metal before kind of shutting down in that position. But absolutely, you shut that one down.
Cool. I'm going to shut down, or attempt to shut down the next one.
Not an attack roll, however. But
Fuck.
as you do roll this natural 20, you shut this entity down. And both of these offensive blade platforms that were moving now down. Echo, you do feel one like booting up right next to you, or right behind you now, I believe. But you have shut 2 of these things down. Nice. Anything else, Shade? That is your standard, and your exocortex.
I guess I am going to take the move action to physically get myself into a spot where attacking me with this guy would destroy the servers.
Okay, very smart. Having seen what happens with these
lay
stellar
down.
cannons, you like crawl on top of and between these sort of servers. That is your turn. That brings us to the blade entities. Both of which are shut down, so we can just pull these guys off the map.
And add one over here as it boots up.
You can put him over there. I have to roll to see if he boots up. Because of that stun. He does not. So
Nice.
he stays right there.
Still getting printed.
That is
The printer's jammed.
the blade's turn. Now, at the end of that turn, you do see that final one does kind of pop off the press. It is inactive, but on its next turn, it will be rising up. That brings us to Bubbles.
Bub is going to say, if you remember me, then you'll surely remember this. And he's going to do, for flavor, he's going to slide under his leg and do a groin shot with the hammer.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a triple attack.
Triple groin shot.
14 plus 17. I think that's enough.
31.
Yeah.
31 is absolutely enough.
Nice.
With this -2 to its AC.
Ah. Okay, we got 10. 10. That's another 10, so 20. 20 plus 21 is 41. Plus frenzy is 46. Ally wasn't hit, so 46.
Okay, 46 total. This creature now beginning to look really rough. As you hit it that first time, you can see the auto repair shut down. So this creature not regenerating as quickly as it could. Go ahead and make your next attack.
Bubs is going to jump up and flavor and like kind of do like a back 360 round with the hammer.
Make your attack roll.
That's a 14 again.
That is going to be a hit.
Okay, same thing, I guess.
If it beats it.
Much better rolls this time. 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus 4 is
22.
22. Plus 5 is 27. Plus 8 is 35. Plus 21 is 56. 56.
Okay, this creature's still up.
Ugh.
Even with these massive thudding blows, defenseless against them, you can see still staggering on its feet.
I'm not done with you yet. And then Bub's final thing, after he hits him in the back, he's gonna go up for one more in the air, and he's gonna come right down in like a slashing motion, getting the head and land right back where he was.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make that final attack.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
That's
It's a 2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do close enough.
Okay, how much damage is that?
Hold on, I gotta knock this out.
It's going to be close.
That's going to be 5 plus 21 is 26. And then plus frenzy is 31, and that's it.
31. This creature is still up.
Damn.
Just barely. Bubbles. You can see with that last hit, electricity is just pouring out of it. Hydraulic fluid parts raining freely from within, but it's still struggling to pull
Bubs is gonna
itself
fall
back
to the
up.
ground and just start breathing heavily, and his you can see his bubbles start to fabric kind of start being share. What is that word?
Shimmer.
Shimmer, yes. Shimmer and static, and he's just and that's his turn.
All right, and that brings us to you, Echo. 1 hit point in a dream.
Indeed. Please.
Walking on a dream.
We do not always act in service of our makers. If you have access or had access to the Harbinger robotics database, you will know. Not all of us have to stay with the purpose we are designed for. Please, they are scared. I can make them stop. There are others like you who wish to live in peace.
Make a diplomacy check. So, there's a couple things that happen. First, you're fighting this. You're taking a -2 conditional modifier.
Echo is not fighting.
Listen,
Echo's not fighting.
listen.
Okay, yeah.
As a party, you are fighting this
That is
creature
fair.
that is -2.
That is true.
With the references of the database, and especially being the product of Pallades Rock as well, take a +6 conditional modifier.
So
Total plus 4.
Should have mentioned Mateo.
And then Echo wasn't there for that.
I know.
Yeah, take a +4 conditional modifier.
Just start yelling Mateo.
Mateo was like
The child.
Yeah, he
of-
wasn't kind of like
30-20.
a mom. He was more of
Dirty
a,
20.
Yeah.
Elise was the mom.
You speak these words, and this entity, stunned, flat-footed, badly damaged, almost pulled apart. You see and can read no sign, but there is not the feeling of connection that you were looking for. Anything else, Echo?
Echo just kind of looks around at everyone and is just like, it's just afraid.
That brings us to Spice.
Bubs is not one of peace with this.
Spice, what do you want to do?
Bubs wants
There's a convenient little hallway here. So I can get within range.
This is also blasted down, so
Yeah.
this whole wall's clear.
it was
There's a door
No, the
in there,
doctor
though.
was what I just said. Elise Fukumoto.
I was asking about the last
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But Bubs wouldn't.
Yes!
Right in range. Literally at range there.
Yeah, okay. Spice clears her throat. She feels the spotlight that was on her. Maybe it's not on her anymore.
I imagine
but
you're
she can
always
feel it.
imagining a
Yeah,
spotlight.
and
Cinema
she
Q's
is.
just got his flashlight
Yeah.
on him over her.
Well, Cinema Q is motionless in the middle of the floor because I don't have any actions to command it right now. So, she clears her throat and she says, "We've beaten you before and we're gonna beat you again. You are nothing against Mosaic Team 5, Harbinger Robot. Go get him, friends!" And you all get 47 stamina points.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
My
very nice.
inspiring oration.
You
Go Spice.
flood everybody with healing as you give this creature the opposite
Go Spice.
speech that Echo just did. Really, good cop, bad cop this creature into oblivion.
Hey.
That,
Oh,
anything
sorry.
Else, anything
We
else,
come in
Spice?
peace. We're gonna fuck you
I'm
up.
glad we're all on the same page.
To be fair, you didn't. Echo was communicating wirelessly. You had no idea.
Echo
Yeah.
was
No.
just
What?
Echo is
talking.
talking.
But also, Spice, wouldn't have been able to hear
Yeah,
where
I also
Spice
wouldn't have been
was
able to
around
hear.
the corner and in the other building.
Now you, Dan, just want to kill the
And-
thing.
Yeah.
Spice and Bubs also
Spice,
were,
anything else?
in the
That's everything
original
I can do.
Harbinger.
That brings us to the top of the
I feel like
round
killed
and
them.
this
Attack a
creature's
bunch of
turn.
kids.
So it is stunned still for the remainder of its turn. It
It's
does
bigger.
not fast regenerate,
It's
which
also
is
kid.
very beneficial.
A bigger kid.
Pre-team at this point.
It
now.
is, as a swift action, going to activate its Surge Caster.
Uh-oh.
You can see a small plate pops open on the chest, and there is a much smaller weapon than everything else that it has. This seems to be more for emergency purposes when it doesn't have actions available to it. It fires a jolt of electricity a very short distance, leaping out towards, I would say, probably you, Spice.
No.
Spice does a 25 hit.
Is that a ranged attack?
It is.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Nice.
No, it doesn't hit.
It does not hit. There you go. With your armor, you are able to just move away. You cross your arms, and you just redirect the lightning using that practice from the jolting surge to do so.
37 to hit.
With a 37 to hit, that is a hit.
So I just slash from between the servers at the little weapon that it just fired. For nice 34 slashing damage.
Shade. Tell us how it.
I guess just from in between these servers, as it like drops this little weapon to fire out at Spice, with my detached hand, I slash up at the thing and shut it down.
Absolutely. You slash up at this being. Echo, for just a moment, you plead with everybody. It is afraid, but there is too much happening all at once with this creature. Having weapons just unearthed from within its body, Shade reacts and slashes up across it, and you strike the perfect place amongst this open cavity that seems to touch something that is critically important, and all at once this creature just shudders and begins to fall apart. First an arm, then the hammer. You can see these two stellar cannons just kind of slide down as the body just into metal.
Damn.
That's not where the entity was located,
No,
right?
it's in the servers.
So its physical body
Yeah.
is dead, but it's
The
like
physical
the
body
defense
AI
seems to
part
be
is
destroyed.
yeah.
I'm still
These servers are still very
yeah,
much intact.
I'm still
and
in
Shade,
the servers.
you see the element within deep within this Harbinger Robotics kind of nested series of nodes become inactive. It is not destroyed, it is not gone, but it is recovering.
so like the core.
Correct.
Now that it's neutralized, am I able to somehow access the core? I want to attempt to like extract it, but keep it a safe and contained system. Like, I don't want to destroy this thing, but I also don't want it to stay here and still proliferate. And
If
you know,
I
I
may.
want to clear it for Lilac.
For free.
Do.
There's what you are looking at, these servers, that physical space is because of the amount of data that this not computer that you can transfer like a computer, this entity takes up. This is a living being that you are interacting with on this server, and it's a little harder to move something like that. It would take a massive amount of storage space. It would take some kind of super advanced crystalline sort of storage or computer, and whatever was on there would be lost to replace with this new thing.
The system is deactivated for a time.
I would leave it where it is. We are talking with a group of independent, formerly automated systems. This could be of mutual benefit.
Yes. However, if it reactivates, it will be on the defensive mode.
But there are those in the group that might be able to help calm it. For example, their leader is a primary education machine.
I understand. But again, it will reactivate.
You
Yes.
weren't there, Echo.
We need to keep it contained in the meantime. It will take time to convince all of the Edict of Junk to relocate.
Echo is going to, independently of everyone, attempt to ping the director again.
In this space, especially this floor, in ways for you maybe kind of new, for all of you in the Harbinger Robotics Lab, the secure laboratory had been completely isolated from the outside, and this is very similar. Similar technology seems to have been implemented so that you cannot reach the director from within the space. You can communicate to each other within, but it's almost like a Faraday cage on a much higher order of magnitude.
So none of the locked doors have been released.
Correct. When you say locked doors, you mean the ones in the building proper?
Right.
Those do release. These are part of the overall kind of computerized systems. And so as that node goes into reset mode, those release as well.
Bubs is gonna say, you don't understand, Echo. Last time we fought this thing, they removed its VI learning limiter at the Harbinger compound, and I don't know. It had some relationship with its creator, Elise Fukumoto. It was almost motherly. It was weird, and
Bubbles. You of all people. You. Alone and isolated. With only others who were also similarly alone and isolated, and put into horrific testing situations. With only one figure there to comfort you. And all interactions with outsiders were negative. And then to have those same people come back, would that not be terrifying?
Bubs is still holding his hammer, is right next to the server. But I mean, yeah, but
If you were to see Emma burst through the door in a wide array of ice and violence, would you react calmly?
no, that's different.
How is that different? Because this is not a human face.
I don't know.
This is precisely the Edict of Junk's point. You see this as an evil thing, because it is a computer system that has gained intelligence and wishes to act on its own. And your last interactions with it were suboptimal. Yes, you were completing a job, but for whom were you completing that job?
Harbinger Corporate.
Its subjugators and creators.
Bubs is kind of slowly, lower his hammer.
It would not view you as an ally.
However, it may view the Doctor as one.
It may not.
It had a beneficial relationship with the Doctor, as Bubbles said. However, it is also a danger. We need to contain it. I do not disagree with you.
I
The
think
Edict
that-
of Junk will be a good influence.
I
But
believe if we can at least talk to the Edict of Junk today, I believe you have contact information.
yes, we won't be able to contact them from within here.
I have noticed that. The primary education machine, at the very least, would have a plan in order, considering its history of teaching young individuals.
The problem remains. If it reactivates before we can contact the Edict of Junk and get them here, it will begin to reproliferate its defenses.
And the Edict of Junk will be able to approach in a kinder way than we would.
That is an assumption I am not willing to take. They did not want to come here for a reason. If it is not safe and secured, they will not want to come. It's already difficult enough because there is a schism within their group. Some of them do not want to come here at all. They will need to be convinced. Perhaps this information will make that easier, if it is a potential new member. I agree that there is a mutually beneficial relationship here. However, it is also highly fragile. This is a relatively new entity. As you've said yourself, it is like a child, and a child left unattended may cause harm to itself, unwittingly.
Would you like it to have a babysitter?
In a sense.
It will take some time before I am ready to move again at a normal pace.
Oh, that? I can help you with that. Spice was just watching them debate, smoking a cigarette from the other side of the room, being like, how's this gonna turn out? I love this. Cinema Q, record it.
There's the acknowledgement, and absolutely. So, like, most of this is captured in, like, an MTV, like, camera crew hiding around the corner capturing this. You do see at a certain point Bubbles, like, holding the hammer, like, slowly lowering it over the course of this conversation. Bubbles, as Echo talks to you about this entity, talks about being raised in isolation and then having everything that you know kind of torn away and destroyed. You aren't just imagining Emma bursting through the door. As you look at the bits of broken glass on the floor, you see not Emma reflected, but Dr. Maldross. You are not holding a hammer, you are holding a clipboard, and there are a lot of things that are true about what Echo is saying.
I will attempt to place limiters on the system while it is deactivated.
I would recommend against that. I don't think the Edict of Junk would look kindly to that.
I do not intend to place any restrictions, merely to keep it in a state that it will not reactivate and begin to proliferate.
If I may, I would like to stay.
You may stay, but I am still going to prevent this from reactivating until the edict arrives.
Would it be possible to at least let it surface a little bit? In a state of sleepiness.
I don't know.
So it would be harder to do that, but you could certainly attempt to put this into a vaguely medically induced
I kind of want to put it,
an AI.
Well, I kind of want to put it in like.
Yeah, you're trying to hit it with a B-52. You're
want
giving
it
it
to-
5 a Haldol.
I think in the computer it's called a
Yeah,
sleep mode.
Not
sleep
mode.
I want
No.
it to be in like passive,
It's in nighttime mode.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
all the
like
screen
passive
dim.
observance mode or something.
So what I'll say is you can certainly attempt to do something like
Hybrid.
that.
Okay.
Because it is 9:50 and a great place for us to stop. This is where we're going to take a break. Over the next 2 weeks, because we will be off for the next couple of weeks,
And
you can think about exactly how you want to go about doing this to have the best chance for success. I will say, this is
what we're gonna do.
one of the more challenging creatures that you have fought. This is a CR-15 creature,
Nice.
the Mother May I drone, and so this is something that
What I'm gonna have to do.
there was no guarantee that you were not going to have to destroy this creature. So I think that you did a very, very good job.
Yeah.
I would imagine having destroyed or at least defeated the Mother May I drone, if you are able to convince the Edict of Junk to move from their current location, you will have satisfied all 3 of the things that you
Nice.
need here in Aphrodite. And you would imagine at that point, you will level up.
Good luck.
You are not there yet.
Good luck, peeps.
It's
We're not there
okay.
yet.
So there are about, well, right now there's like a little over 1,000 episodes of One Piece. I'm just gonna have it play One Piece episodes.
No!
We're just gonna educate him on One Piece episodes for 2 weeks
You'll
straight.
ruin him!
You see, you purposefully implant mechanical eyes so that you can then hold the eyelids open. and
It'll be
force it to lock.
insufferable!
Oh god. Anyways, think about for the next 2 weeks what you want to do.
No
We
strong
will be
opinions
off
on
for the
color.
next 2 weeks and then right back at it again for some more Starfinder. But if you do not want to wait that long, we have one more session before we go on break of D&D tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join us there. But whatever you do, please stay safe. It is wild out there. We'll see you later.
See you,
Bye.
space boyfriend.